Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It is Friday night, and you know what that means. It is time for this week's LFTG 2v2 Halo Infinite Tournament. I am Mohawk Mike, joined here again, as always, by Refresh, and it looks like you're someplace a little different. You're still on the road?
Yeah, I am now in Birmingham, Alabama, here for Comic-Con. You know what it is, keeping it real, traveling around, going to all these different events, but still being here at the same time because I love you guys, the Halo community.
Absolute insanity. Well, thanks for joining us again. Again, it looks like your accommodations are a little different, so appreciate you joining us wherever you are. But have we got another barn burner of a week for you? Ladies and gentlemen, we actually already have our first match queued up. Let's take a look real quick at the brackets, actually. So, got a decent number of teams that have signed up. Again, just because of the way that things have lined up, we're going to have some round one matches. Those are kind of like the preliminaries to get into the main bracket. We're actually going to be starting off on a round two matchup. Down at the bottom of the bracket there, you can see House Meteor versus Perfect Evolution. This is a team we're going to go ahead and choose. We're going to ride out the bracket, whichever one of these teams can make it the farthest. But like I said, we have got everything set up and ready to go here. I'm going to go ahead and ping the teams and just make sure they are ready to go. Get it? So Refresh was dancing that whole time that we were not there. Absolutely got me.
I'm super excited for this event. Our featured team of the week it's kind of becoming a regular thing. So that's what we'll call it. Our featured team of the week is going to be in the bracket House Meteor, which is OK Sherbert and Thermic. We saw them take exploits and exposure to game 3 in the first round last game. So we figured, they looked super solid last week. They almost took down the team that actually took second. So why not start with them? They are going to be on the exploits and exposure side of the bracket again. Looks like that could possibly be round 3 or their round 2. So we have a lot of killers in the bracket. One thing to note is on the second seed, you have Moo and Practiced. Practice winning the event last weekend. So they're on the second seed, and Evolving and Syndrome. That's going to be at the first seed. So both those players that won last week are back. However, they are on different teams, but they will guarantee first and second seed because that's how we do things here.
Yeah, it's very interesting. We've talked about that a couple different times. One of the great things about running a 2v2 format is the fact that you can adjust very quickly. It's easy to find another partner. It's easy to shift. Maybe, if you think that you could play better, or you have another teammate, maybe they can't play that week. Having the ability to shift around instead of having to get a full 4-man squad to try and link up every weekend and week out. So it's very interesting to see a team that actually took first place decide to split and form other teams. So yeah, we've got number 1 seed, number 2 seed, basically 2 winners now opting to kind of split and take different routes. But maybe there's another thing too. We've talked all the time about different gentlemen's agreements about how hey, we're not going to use swords on this map, or hey, we're not going to do certain things. Like maybe there was a gentleman's agreement. Maybe they told each other at the start of the tournament, hey, anytime that we win a tournament, we're going to split. And we're going to play with different players. No? You don't think so?
No shot. I would be taking that cash easy. Honestly, I honestly think one of these players probably thought this was for the best for their chances to win. Obviously, they showed that they could do it last week with playing with each other, but I honestly think, I don't know who made the change, but I think one of them made the change because it's what's best.
Yep.
So, who knows, which is scary, which is super, super scary because those teams were killing it. That team was killing it last weekend. So if we have 2 of those teams now, we have a lot of sharks in the water.
Yeah, I have a friend who plays a lot of competitive tabletop card games, collectible card games, and that's my philosophy there is that's one of the things that he does is if he wins a tournament with a certain deck, then he will never play that deck again. And so my theory there was that, hey, we already won as a team. These are weekly tournaments. Let's go ahead and split. Let's try and form different squads and again, get more practice in. But like you said, there's cash prizes here on the lines. So gone ahead and ping the players. I'm going to go ahead and start match 1. Make sure that everything is copacetic.
I like that word. So one thing I figured out about Birmingham, Alabama is holy moly, the food is so good.
Oh yeah.
We haven't had remotely like okay food. We've had very good food for every meal, and it is destroying me because I feel like I've eaten everything this planet has to offer.
Yeah.
So we've had good chicken, we've had good pasta, we've had good Mexican food. It's just like, the food's so good here. So good.
You know, that's one of the best things about traveling and being on the road. And I know that we do it all the time where we, especially when we're traveling, we try to get it as much, local cuisine as we can. So I'm just curious, have you had any pizza yet? Did you know National Pizza Day was last week, right? Tomorrow you're doing pizza?
Tomorrow, yes.
Gotcha.
We always do pizza once a weekend because you have instilled it into me to try out the best local pizza place. So that's what we're going to do tomorrow night.
Absolutely here. So I'm trying to get this game set up. It looks like I've had somebody else join in as an observer. So we might have to back out of this game, but it's all good because, again, like we said, we're jumping ahead. This is a round 2 matchup. We still have round 1 matches playing right now. And, another player might be in the restroom. And I just went to start the match and...
Oh, yeah, was it one of the players?
Yeah, so...
Yeah, it usually means bathroom.
Mm.
I got lucky and got a few games of Halo in this morning. It's super hard to be consistent at something when you're traveling. I've discovered. I played butt this morning. I just decided to hop right into rank.
Are you even really on consistent internet access the entire time?
No, that's why I haven't been able to really play.
Mm-hmm.
Here, yes, we've been very fortunate to have internet access here. Last weekend, we got lucky. I got lucky Friday night that I was able to commentate because I had bought an Ethernet cable just in case the hotel room had an Ethernet port. The work Wi-Fi, good internet on the Ethernet port, so it was a good decision.
Yeah,
I was super lucky.
So wait, you had better connectivity off of the Wi-Fi than you actually had off of the...
No, it was the other way around.
It was the other way?
The hotel Wi-Fi was terrible.
Yeah.
So bad. It was 1.5, and that's after paying for it.
Wow.
Yeah. So I ended up getting about 75 megs down, when I was connected with a wire. So update the router or something. But have you been watching the HCS at all? Any of the CDL?
Unfortunately I didn't pick up any on it today. I know that it's been starting. Funny enough, I've watched more of Jabali's Twitter feed, the head organizer from Community Effort Orlando, who also works for DreamHack. I've been seeing more updates from him that I have actually been paying attention to the actual HCS Twitter, the streams, or any of the updates there. And it's unfortunate, but I feel like I really like going back now and watching events. I'm fine with missing day 1 and day 2 because I can go back and leisurely kind of scrub through at my leisure. And then for Sundays, Championship Sunday, I'll watch it, which is funny because I just had a conversation actually with my younger brother. Both of us our whole family born and raised in Cincinnati, Ohio. Obviously, this Sunday is the big game. You can't say the actual name of it because you could receive a copyright strike. So the big game coming up this Sunday. I could care less about Cincinnati playing in the big game, and I will be more so watching HCS than I will actually that. So,
I mean, I'm a traditional sports fan, so I'll try to be watching both, but I definitely care more about the HCS right now. I got lucky today, and I was able to watch the Seattle Minnesota Rocker game for CDL today. And Game 5, baby, Seattle, they're looking good. They're 3-0 this season. They got some good ice in their veins right now. I love it.
Yeah, I'm trying to
get this game set up. What's going on?
Yeah, I'm jumping back over on Observer here. I think we're good. I pinged the teams. I haven't heard anything, but we're going to go ahead and hit play. They are on the correct teams this time.
Sweet.
Getting ready. The match is about to start up. We're going to be jumping on Live Fire as our first map in this rotation. So it's going to be... Or actually, no. I clicked the wrong thing. Technically, this is a round 2 match, so we should be on Aquarius. So I'll start again.
It happens. Well, while we fall start, I'm going to grab my phone charger real quick.
Go for it. So again, everybody, thanks for tuning in. A little bit of a false start here, getting everything together. It's not like we do this. Not like we do this every week or anything. So looking over the map list again. So we have round 2. This is round 2 matchup. So it's Aquarius, Recharge, and then Streets if needed. Since this is one of the earlier rounds in the bracket, this will be a best of 3. Grand finals, as always, is a best of 5. There's a single elimination bracket. Once again, you see refresh dancing in the background. I gotta hold on a second here. We'll go ahead and we'll give him a little bit of privacy. There we go. Okay. So map. This is gonna be on Aquarius. There we go. Digging your dance moves in the back. Actually got to show it on camera this time.
Oh, yeah?
All right, so now we're loading up. This should be map 1 on Aquarius. We have Team House Meteor in red versus Team Perfect Evolution. And this will be what is kicking us off for this week's 2v2 Halo Infinite tournament. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Checking it out. Don't forget as well, you guys can compete and hang out and play in these tournaments as well. They are every week, every Friday. You can sign up over on LFTG Official. Check out the website. You can join the Discord. You're going to jump in here on board first with Sherbert, laying shots right immediately across the map. A heavy contingency here for the for active camo. I was actually going to pick it up here.
Swap it over. I can't.
Oh. Thought I, there we go.
Can't see. Can't swim.
You gotta cast it like a radio announcer. You just gotta pretend you can hear what you can see. So yeah, here we are. We're active Sherbert. He's got the heat wave. Also has active camo here. That was a huge gunfight to break out here to go ahead and take over this active camo here. You can see they've already got 1 kill up on Perfect Evolution. So now just kind of making the rounds. Gonna pick up, gonna shut on this player right here. And one across the map here as well. Oh my god, perfect dodge and evasion though. Neither one of those players go down. As that was basically just a burnt camo.
Yeah, Zaryu doing a really good job of staying alive, picking up 2 of those kills. This blue team's looking super solid so far. That camo and heat wave go in the hands of Sherbert. Sherbert not really doing anything crazy with it. Dario, nice grenade across the map. He's gonna whip out this pistol. Tries to take out this player on top blue. This player Thermic pinched top blue. Ends up getting taken down. You have some solid plays here by this blue team. This blue team's looking pretty good so far. Looking around the map, we're able to spot these players here pretty early. Using really good use of the ping system. Just making sure that info is relayed. Your number, when you ever see that ping is red, that means that somebody got pinged directly. That's not an actual area ping. So, shock nade is so powerful on this map, especially in the tight corners.
Yeah, the shock nades are one of those utilities that I feel like obviously we see it come into play, but it's one of those things that like I have a tendency to kind of forget about that they're even technically there, because a lot of times you don't really see them used effectively. They're just kind of used as a way to kind of like block a doorway, or maybe like get a prediction, try and land like a hit marker or something, do a little bit of damage. But a lot of times, yeah, when you get those shock nades out and you can actually time them perfectly, they're super crazy good on a map like this. And now we're seeing Zaryo is going to pick up this active camo. So there we go. We've already swapped. It is 9-0 so far in favor of Perfect Evolution. So having that active camo now in their back pocket, this is looking like gonna be a little nasty here. Is gonna pick up that player there. House Meteor, we saw them last week perform really well, but so far they're having a little bit of trouble here just getting started.
Yeah, it could be a little bit of a warm-up thing. Sometimes it always takes the first game to warm up. They did, I believe, lose the first game last series. The first series they played last week. It did take them that full game to warm up. They did, I believe, they lose. No, they actually won because it was live fire. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with them, man. 13-1. You gotta shape up a little bit, Thermic and Sherbert. You're our featured team of the week, man, dude. You can't fail us now. What the heck?
Yeah, that was actually
That's the ultimate Casper's Curse.
that was a super sick split that they did there. They actually took out Zaryu there, but then 3 players went down. Dead Zombie was the only one, ironically, who was actually still alive there. That's why we jumped on board with them. I was going to jump on board with Thermic, try and get a little bit of a perspective as far as what they're doing here, but Dead Zombie will kind of follow them around as well. Zaryu seemed like they had been actually the aggressive. Look at one of those shock nades coming out there. One of the aggressive players, so Dead Zombie here as well, looking just to kind of land a couple shots, do a little bit of damage here. Heat Wave bouncing around all over the place, but not able to land there. Zaryu picks up that player. Sherbert is down, and now Thermic throws in that nade, but it's definitely going to have to back up a little bit here. Again, just like a lot of pressure, both players. Oh my god, look at this. Get both players here lined up perfectly. That nade will come out, though. Damage on both. Oh my god. Here comes Sherbert. Ends up cleaning it up with the double kill there. That was literally just a mosh pit in that corridor.
Yeah, okay, sure. Finally getting a little bit of momentum on the board there. It's still 3-17, but you get a 2-piece, you get a little bit of confidence in your back pocket. You do miss some crucial shots with the Heat Wave. That's something that you can't be doing. You need to get consistent with that weapon. That weapon could be so useful. Even at range, you can just constantly put out damage. Thermic's going to hang out towards the top mid part of this map. Getting some decent shots on. Thermic picks up your first kill of the game. So let's see what Sherbert can do. Dual dead zone does end up popping that into. Sherbert did get the burn on it. Thermic put shots across the map. I mean, red team's starting to look a lot better right now. I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was just a miscommunication on how their game plan was going, but they are already starting to look a little bit better.
Oh, yeah. Point blank heat rave there comes out for Sherbert. Jumping on board here. And yeah, I mean, scores 8-19 now. You know, previously there was a goose egg sitting over there on the side of the red team. So House Media here doing a lot better. They're getting a lot better cleanups. And it's, like you said, sometimes you just got to knock off a little rust. It's not even really a matter so much of like, is this our map? Are we just not performing well? It's, you know, just actually getting your shots, landing your shots, getting your comms, and, you know, maybe a little bit of jitters. So even though playing in these tournaments week in and week out, sometimes it takes a little bit. And you see all those pings coming out there, spotting out that player in yellow courtyard. Things are starting to click here. Only 5 kills away, though, for this blue team, for Perfect Evolution to take this away. And we see another cleanup there. So, yeah, we've seen, that is at least 4 or 5 times we've seen so far just in this first map where 3 players go down, but it's Perfect Evolution who comes out the victor by still having the last player alive.
Yeah, trading 2-for-1s, I always feel like is ideal Halo. You can't expect both of your players to live, especially in a scrappy gunfight. So trading 2-for-1, I believe, is perfect Halo. You're always going to win by double the amount, and I mean, that's about what they're doing right now. I mean, they definitely have had a couple of moments where this red team has outslain this blue team, but overall, it basically is a 2-for-1 trade, and the blue team's doing a really good job at making sure they're picking up the kills that are weak. They can afford to trade right now. They have invis and only 1 kill left needed to take the first map of the series. Remember, this is best of 3 and single elimination, so that's super dangerous. There it is.
Yeah, and that was actually pretty crazy to see there. The one time that active camo was picked up by House Meteor, it ended up actually just getting burned immediately, and that's what led to the last kill of that series there. But yeah, Perfect Evolution coming out super hot at the beginning there. I mean, it was as much of a lead as 9-0 going into it. So again, House Meteor just got to kind of knock off the rust a little bit, just kind of get a little bit more in the game. You know, we've seen them perform super well before, so maybe that just, you know, just a rough start.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, we know they can perform well. We know there's just things that they can do to clean up their play. I feel like a lot of times they're wanting to rush into the second gunfight really fast, whether they have the advantage or not. I feel like you got to play your life, allow your teammate to get the opportunity to play around you, and go from there. I mean, it's just hard to say, man. You really want to see close games, but if a team's getting rolled like that, you got to make some adjustments.
Well, we are getting ready to jump in here to our second map, which is Recharge. Now, we're going to see kind of the same thematic, a lot of tight hallways, a lot of opportunities there to kind of get double teamed on with both players flying in. So it'll be interesting to see if House Meteor can make the necessary adjustments. You know, there is going to be definitely a fight over Shock Rifle, a couple of the other power-ups here. So it'll be interesting to see how they make these changes.
Yeah. I mean, power-ups are going to play a big role in this next this next game right here. On recharge, you have the shock rifle up top, you have invis down low, you have the sword over there on platform. Red team actually getting both kills and getting the hot start this time. Thermic picking up that invis. Probably going to make your way over to the sword. No, going to allow Sherbert to pick up that sword. Going to play this advantage. Try to bait some of these players out. I really like this play. Maybe a GA on sword.
Yeah, that was definitely that was a way different start to this map that we saw of that round 1 map. So okay, we're rotating over here to energy sword. Thermic does pick it up, so not really going to be able to use a lot of this active camo here, kind of burning it out. But again, winning that first fight, going up 2-0 in this map. Shock rifle comes out though, but shots aren't landed. Thermic gets the cleanup there as well. So yeah, this is a pretty hot start we're seeing from House Meteor so far.
Yeah, maybe it was a map. Maybe Aquarius is kind of like a midship. Truth from Halo 5 type of map. I feel like once you get the first kill and you know where the second kill is, you know where the second player is at, you can start to steamroll a little bit. And maybe they just got kind of caught off guard, got steamrolled, and never really was able to bounce back from that initial steamroll. So it's kind of a map of trades. Zaryu trading with Sherbert. Thermic picking up a kill themselves. 4-1.
Yeah, but now House Meteor, they're in that position here. That red team, they can do just like we saw previously. I mean, Perfect Evolution had a great start to that last map. But now it's a matter of getting this lead and extending it out. So in a lot of those situations where we actually saw the team trades coming through, we'll see if House Meteor now can work it in their favor here as Thermic. Trying to be a little cheeky. Okay, good thing didn't charge out there. New nades were coming out. Wanting to really challenge this player, have their sword pulled out. Rotate for the second one, but the shots come out as well. It's not going to be able to kind of land it here. And again, just kind of like positionally, going to find themselves in a tricky spot. Is going to go ahead and pick that one up. Only took about half shields on that one. Sherbert, though, their partner ends up dropping there as well. So again, both teams going up a kill within that exchange, but 5-2 in the lead of the red team.
Yeah, I feel like we're seeing 2 1v1s right now. I feel like Zaryu right now is kind of getting the better of Sherbert. Sherbert is the one that is actually goosed right now. Possibly going to end that little dry spell of kills. No. Sherbert does try to get away up top. Zaryu picks up on that kill. Yeah, I feel like Zaryu is the only one killing Sherbert right now. And Thermic able to kill dual, able to kill dead zombie. You know, a lot of these exchanges there. Thermic kills dead zombie. Let's see if the trend keeps happening. 7-4 though. This red team getting a pretty good start. Zaryu finally is falling.
That was an interesting rotation there. So Dead Zombie ended up actually coming out in the winner of that first exchange there, but both players from House Meteor rotated it back around to that staircase. Dead Zombie looked like was actually trying to charge back in and get the energy sword, but ended up getting taken out there by both players. So I'm not sure if that was actually just positionally was like out of the way. Were they actually going for the energy sword? And look at that! Oh my God, both players from Perfect Evolution drop down. Again, see those media exchange there as we are going to see Sherbert now does pick up energy sword. Knows there's other players around here somewhere. Knocks those air canisters though. Is going to make a little bit of noise. See Thermic up here getting in an exchange. They're going to rotate out here. Shots being landed, but no kills going down. Little zombie, there's zombie. There we go. Finally going down. Now they're repositioning themselves. Oh, and you can see that's such a terrible feeling. Yeah, when your teammate goes down and you drop and that player isn't there, you have no idea. Well, shots landing though.
Zaryu coming back up, coming back to haunt Sherbert, dropping all the way down bottom blue, does rush the sword tunnel, ends up popping back up in the sea, picks up the kill and control. Big rotation from Zaryu. Zaryu picking up another kill on Thermic. I mean, this game's getting close. It's only a 2-kill game now.
Yeah, this is it's getting very close, and it's getting kind of scary now on the side of the red team House Meteor because again, like they had a little bit of a lead. They're holding on to it, but just a 2-kill lead here. You can see here, Dead Zombie was going to drop down and get that player here, but Zaryu, we know, actually is now in possession of the shock rifle. He's going to be looking over here already at Thermic. Thermic drops down, though. Is going to be able to try and escape a little bit. So, Zaryu, let's see if they can land the shots. It's 9-10, 1-kill difference here. We might be seeing a comeback charge here from Perfect Evolution. It's a matter of if these shots are going to land or not.
Yeah, I feel like right now, if you're red team, you're a little bit worried. You're stuck in this long haul. You're going to be taking some tough gunfights here pretty soon. Both of these players should be weak, but Thermic and Sherbert trading a lot of really good shots. Thermic jumping down into long haul, trying to challenge the second player. Does fall. Dead Zombie picking up Thermic. Believe tying the game up. Yeah, that was a 2-for-1 trade there. Game tied 11-11. House Meteor back kind of against the wall right now. If they lose this game, they're out of the tournament. Again, another tough round 1 loss for a really solid team.
It was a very interesting exchange there. So even though House Meteor, both players were stuck in long hallway, they were able to rotate around and they were able to pick up that kill. That zombie here, actually, I think like maybe they chose that name as an omen because they've been the most alive player during this whole map and possibly this whole series as well. Every time these exchanges coming out, it seems like Dead Zombie is the one to come out on the win now. He's starting to rotate around here. Has that energy sword. Zario knows he pinged over here. Active camo, he's got a little bit of time to come up here, so. Oh my god! Rotates the corner, wasn't ready, but still gets the cleanup there. As Thermic now. Thermic is going to be sitting here on top of Sword, knows that other player is going to be pushing here. Zario, oh my gosh, and they have rifle as well. Okay, drops their weapon. Active camo should be coming up here shortly.
Yeah, active camo is coming up, is up right now. You're going to see a lot of big gunfights coming across the map. Thermic getting a decent amount of damage on the player at bottom control. Able to pop back out. Okay, Sherbert has not had a kill yet in this game. Thermic has with 13 and the game being 13-15. You got to think if you're Sherbert making a little bit of adjustments. Though Sherbert does have 9 assists and 9 deaths. So you're not playing, you're doing the damage, you're just not cleaning up those 1v1 kills that you really need to.
Absolutely. And we see Thermic drop down here, did a really crazy kind of fumble situation there, was balancing between the shock rifle and the energy sword and their battle rifle to try and land damage, but maintain control of all 3 weapons there. We see that works out there. They drop down, though, and active camo was gone. So one of the reasons, you know, you're actively juggling these 3 weapons, you can only carry 2 at a time, trying to maintain control of them, and ends up, you know, you're still having to choose, pick and choose your battles, you know, where you're going to use, where you're going to trade out, and that whole time, their partner Sherbert wasn't able to get the call out on active camo. Thermic finally goes down. We're going to jump on board with Sherbert here because I'm curious as well. Like you mentioned, currently sitting at 0, 9, and 12. No actual full kills yet this game. It's helped a lot with assists. Gonna jump on board with Dead Zombie here. Gonna land, oh yeah, some pretty easy shots there. Again, like a quick diversion there. Quick flank coming out from Perfect Evolution here. And now they're 5 kills ahead. Only 5 kills away from sending home House Meteor.
Yeah, I mean, this team's looking super solid right now. This red team needs a full 10 kills to take this game. And it's just looking hard for them, man. Felt like the last game, Sherbert was going hard. This game, Thermic is going hard. You gotta have moments where both of your players are playing well. And I feel like Sherbert may be playing well, but he's not getting the cleanups that you need to get. And there it is, like, another kill for Thermic. Thermic is 17-8 right now. Absolutely going off, but it doesn't matter if you can't clean up kills as a team. 18-8 right now, looking to pick up the 19th kill. I mean, at this point, if red team's gonna win, we might see Thermic at 25-10. Like, I don't know how this is gonna work without Sherbert picking up any kills. Obviously, you're doing a good job in the assist department. Keep doing that, but you got to make sure you're winning those 1v1s. And those 1v1s early on were, I believe, the difference in the score at the beginning of this game. Thermic 19-8, actually going so hard right now.
There we go.
Hey, there it is.
Sherbert was able to clean up Dead Zombie there, and we saw, you know, maybe one of the things here is that, you know, Sherbert has actually been the breacher for this team. We see them entering doorways first, landing a couple shots, getting the communication out, and then trading out with Thermic. So maybe just situationally, that's been their strategy this whole time. Like we said, didn't have any actual kills on the board, but has 11 assists currently. So 11 out of 20, that's a pretty good ratio. That's a lot of shots being landed here. Oh no, but the challenge. Thermic was not able to fool off. I think was actually going to game the sword there. It looked like they were going to jump off for an environmental death, but Dario now sitting here with shock rifle. Well, you know, Dead Zombie as well also has sword, so just trying to rotate around. They're only 3 kills away. 2-kill lead though. This could be a potential comeback. Okay, so we shot shots landing there, and yes, that was Thermic that cleaned that one up. So Sherbert appears to be the breacher. Appears to be the onboard. Oh, sick. Oh my gosh. Double kill, perfect reversal. You're getting all those badges. Gonna be making a lot of noise with all those medals jangling around in your pocket now. Zario, 1 kill away. We can hear, there's a gunfight already happening here. Thermic. Oh no, there it is. Just like that. Way closer game, though. Congratulations. Go ahead.
I mean, what do you make of that? That's a tough game. I mean, you play really well. You play super solid. I don't...
Yeah,
it's
that
just,
was...
like, make sure both players are getting kills at the same time. I feel like the first game, Thermic was having a hard time getting kills. The second game, I mean, Sherbert was having a hard time getting kills.
Yeah, they definitely... I mean, the thing is that match was a lot closer than we saw in map 1, which obviously we'd love to see. You don't want to see any complete smokeouts for any of these matches. So, big props to House Meteor once again showing up, showing a lot of promise, especially having the bounce back from that map 1 to that map 2 performance. Very, very close there. Unfortunately, does go home. This is a single elimination bracket, but I'm sure we'll see him next week, and I'm sure that there'll be a lot closer matches too. I mean, we saw them last week. They performed great. They went to a map 3 in their first matchup. Unfortunately, got sent home. Sometimes you're just really on, and sometimes you're really off. Sometimes you're sitting in a random Airbnb in Alabama, and you don't have great internet connection, and you can't play your matches. So I don't know if I'm sure Refresh can certainly relate with that statement, but. Again, that was a round 2 matchup. We'll take a look at the brackets again. So not all of the match scores have been reported thus far, but that first match we just watched was the number 6 seed versus the number 11 seed. We will see Perfect Evolution moving on, and they're going to be playing either the team of Exploits and Exposure, Team Ability, or Sven 3200 versus Kid Nasty as Sape. We'll wait for either one of those teams to advance here. And it does look like Greendale Human Beings have advanced so far. So, again, want to give a big shout out to all the teams that have jumped in to sign up and participate in these events. Obviously, they are every Friday. Free to enter. You guys can check it out. It's a lot of fun. If you don't know, again, I'll repeat it. This is Live for the Games 2v2 Halo Infinite Weekly Tournament. That is right. We do this every weekend, every Friday, I should say. Free to enter, $100 cash prize. You can join the Discord. You can join the brackets over on LFTGofficial.com. Check out the events tab. It's got links in there to join the Discord, as well as how to sign up for the tournaments as well. Every Friday, 2v2 Halo Infinite Slayer is a fantastic time. Bracket starts at 6 p.m. Pacific time. So that should be, whether you're East Coast, whether you're West Coast, should be enough time to get home from work, relax a little bit, jump online, and have some fun.
Yeah, I just got done messaging the other team. They are now our featured team of the week. So that's how that goes. So if you guys don't know how we determine what team is going to be on stream, we always pick one team that we feel like is going to be interesting to watch, and then we're going to roll with them for as long as we can. And if they lose, then we'll hop on board with the team that beat them. It kind of makes it easy for us. And the reason that is we don't have to coordinate with a whole ton of people to get these lobbies set up. We just have to coordinate with one team and then kind of roll from there. So if you guys are ever looking to host your own events, that is the system that we use. So feel free to cheat and copy us,
Well, it is a lot of hard work behind the scenes, but it is also a lot of fun putting on these events. And speaking of fun, I also want to give a shout out to our community partners. If you guys have not checked these people out before, these groups are amazing, supporting our events, helping get the word out. You guys can check out Halo Lives On, one of the largest Halo online communities, not just for competitive matches, but also for everything else within the Halo universe. We're talking about fandom, we're talking about campaign and story modes, fan fiction, collectibles. We're talking about everything Halo related. You guys should check them out on Twitter at Halo_lives_on, and also on Facebook. They have a huge Facebook group. That's where you guys really want to check them out. Just go to Facebook, look up Halo Lives On, join that group, join the discussion, check them out. But for anybody that's super interested into getting more into competitive Halo, you guys can check out Noob Combo. They're an organization that has their roots based within the grassroots community of Halo competitive tournaments. If you guys are looking for more events like these, maybe you don't want to play Slayer. Maybe you want to play Big Team Battle. Maybe you want to play Griffball. Maybe you want to play something that you haven't even played before. Maybe it's a random game type tournament. Who knows? You can check them out on Twitter at NoobComboCon. Again, Noob Combo, absolutely great organization, helping get out the word on these events as well.
Ashton's grabbing me a drink.
Yeah, there you go.
In the old
beverage of choice.
Upset alert, check bracket. I want to see what's going on.
Oh, bracket? Let's take a look at the bracket. Yeah, what's going on here? I don't have any updates on my end.
Fresh it.
Not sure if...
Fresh it.
Fresh. There we go. All right, yep. So Perfect Evolution, that was the team we just saw advance. Going to be playing the team Sape in our round three matches. So it looks like all of our round 1 matches have advanced or at least been reported. A couple left in round 2 as well. So we just go ahead.
Look at that match number 13. Look at the score.
Match number 13 was 1-2. Ability versus... Oh, wait! Oh, okay! It took me a while there. So Team Ability has been an absolute heavyweight contender team. And Exploits and Exposure just got knocked out by this Sape 2's team who we're about to see play our next matchup. So I think we're kind of in the same position again here as well, where we like to stick with one series, one end of the bracket, and follow that all the way up into the grand final. So Perfect Evolution just knocked out House Meteor. That was our first game that we watched on stream. Perfect Evolution has definitely got a tall order on their hands as they're going to be taking on Sape.
Yeah, I believe this should be a super interesting match. This should be pretty even. I felt like House Meteor just had a couple of missteps. I don't feel like they were necessarily playing bad. I feel like they had some missteps, and Perfect Evolution was taking advantage of those. And so I feel like if House Meteor, they might not have won if they were playing their best game. That's still 50-50, who knows? But I do think it probably would have been a 2-1, especially that second game. So I think this next game could be relatively even.
For sure. Absolutely. Well, we will get that set up here shortly. We can also see so Don't Blink advanced from their round 2 matchup. I'm curious to see if any of these teams that actually played in round 1, how deep they're actually going to go. Because, sometimes it is, it may be a little disheartening that you have to play an extra matchup. But one of the great things about these events is free to enter, really no pressure. It's 2v2. You and a buddy, you and another player. You could randomly match with somebody in Discord and, just see how well you do. I mean, we did talk about before, we saw the number 1 seed and the number 2 seed. Those two players actually split to form different teams coming off of last week. So we'll have to see how that shapes up in their favor. But exciting stuff.
Yeah, definitely. What bag?
So we've got our other players here. We know which matchup we're going to be playing here. Let me go ahead and give Refresh a little bit of privacy here. So again, they're out on the road. They are currently staying in an Airbnb, working another event. And this is the lovely profile image that Refresh gave me, just in case there was going to be any issues with their webcam or connectivity or anything like that. So we'll go ahead and splash that up and let them take care of whatever they need to in the background. But again, big shout outs to everybody for joining us this week. Again, we've already finished our first match on stream. We've got a handful more that are going to be coming at you very, very soon. Very exciting stuff. I'm actually going to take a look here. So round 3, our first map is going to be Recharge, which we actually just saw within our last series. So it's going to be Recharge, Live Fire, and Aquarius. So again, we talked about how, differentiating between those map types, whether it's a more actual arena style and things get, really clustered. I've got Spin now is joining in, so we're getting our other players joined up here. Yeah, it's going to be really interesting to see. So we just saw a match played on Recharge. We're going to be starting off Recharge this first game of this round 3 series. and then we're gonna go to Live Fire. Live Fire, I feel like, is one of those maps that like every team has in their back pocket. I feel like it's kind of become like the pepperoni pizza of maps here for Halo Infinite. But let's take a look at it.
Aquarius. Those are two very classic Halo maps. It's like Aquarius and Live Fire. I feel like are very like your standard small maps. Aquarius is perfectly symmetrical. It has a lot of midship feels to it. You have your top pink, you have your top car, and then you have your bridges that get to them and open pockets in the middle. Live Fire kind of feels more like a Guardian. I mean, you have certain sections of the map that are super strong, some that aren't. You kind of have to go low. But I don't know. I feel like definitely love both of those maps. Sorry about the ruckus earlier. We thought Ashton might have left her bag at the chicken place that we ate at earlier. Not true, because I found some evidence.
Whoa. No. Accidentally left the bag back at the delicious chicken place you were talking about earlier. That is a pro strat. Oops, we have to go back now. Oh, since we're here, I guess we'll eat some more chicken.
And like the one thing I remember being in that bag was her water bottle. I look on the bed and her water bottle's here, and I was like, your bag's gonna be here, because that was the only thing really in your bag.
Yeah.
So we're good. Freak out has ended.
That's good. That's good. What was it a more of a chain, like a southern chain, or was it like a mom and pop chicken place you went to?
Yeah, it was mom and pop.
Did they have a complimentary ice cream machine like the one we ate at in Austin?
Oh no, that place was fire. No, This place was better. What? The place that we ate at in Austin?
Getting confirmation. I mean, they had free ice cream, so.
No. The chicken place, the fried chicken place. See, that's how good Ashton didn't like the fried chicken place apparently, because she doesn't even remember where we ate.
What? You don't remember the fried chicken place that had a free complimentary ice cream machine?
The free ice cream machine? Yeah.
I do remember.
Frantically backpedaling back there. So.
Also, shout out to Power All Caps at Power All Caps on Twitter. He's the person that's been running all of our brackets in the background, and Fidel's been helping, but he hasn't grown up yet, so we're not going to shout him out. And once he becomes of age, we'll talk.
There's nothing wrong with complimentary ice cream. That's
Oh yeah, no, the complimentary ice cream, but no, the chicken sandwich I had today, I got their hot sauce, and it was one of those. It was like a really flavorful spiciness. And it was one of those spices where like it has like a late kick, so you have to eat fast.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, but it was so good. And their mac and cheese was so good. And they had the soda fountains. All of the sodas had the real sugar.
That sounds pretty good to me. So.
And it had the little cornbread things.
Little cornbread things?
Cornbreads.
Okay. So I have all of the players here are in the server. I'm waiting for them. I haven't gotten a ready up just yet, so I'm going to give them about another 30 seconds here, and then we'll just go ahead and start the map. So again, this is going to be round 3 matchup. First map is going to be Recharge, then Live Fire, and Aquarius if a third map is needed. Single elimination bracket. All matches are 2 out of 3, except for grand finals. We do best of 5, 3 out of 5 to see who the real champion is. I'm a big fan of professional wrestling, and one year at the EVO Fighting Game Championships, the largest fighting game tournament series in the whole world, Xavier Woods of the WWE hosted a Windjammers tournament, and he pulled money out of the ATM, and if I recall correctly, it was $100 for first place and $50 for third place, because second place is first loser, and they won nothing.
Hell yeah.
So
I'm throwing. I'm throwing third.
That's funny. Yeah, I guess you could, in theory, you could throw if you didn't think you were.
Miyagi would suck.
Yeah, that's funny. But yeah, that's not how we do things here. Guaranteed cash prize for first and second place. And how many teams is it again? Refresh. If we break so many teams, there's more money added to the pot.
30 teams. We didn't get it this week. We were at 21, I believe, this week. But yeah, if we get 30, I always throw in an extra 50. Cause,
Nice.
A little bit of extra hard work for both us.
Not a bad deal. So again, if you guys want to support the events, you don't even necessarily need to spend any money. You just need to show up to get more money added to that prize pot.
Yep.
We're going to jump in here. We got game 1 queuing up right now. You can hear it in the background. Here we go. Jumping on board with Kid Nasty here. And
we gotta change the
I forgot to change the names.
The Perfect Evolution stays the same. So that's good.
Correct.
Speaking of Perfect Evolution, we got the first kill of the game. They are going to get the tied up though with Kid Nasty picking up that kill with the Mangler. The Mangler is so strong in Halo Infinite. So much fun to use too. One shot beatdown up close. 3 tap if you hit that last shot in the head. So pretty quick kills. You might see the strategy of the gun being dropped instead of swapped. That's because it's actually faster to pull up your BR when your gun is dropped rather than swapping over to your other gun. But now we have Sape 2s, baby. We got the right team name and a beatdown. One shot beatdown by Kid Nasty. Kid Nasty starting it off pretty good. 2-0-0 at Zombie though. We have 2 kills. We did see this team play this game last series.
Jump over on board with Sven because they've got yeah, you can see things are really the pace had slowed down a lot, and sitting here with the rifle is super nasty.
Seven picking up a nice kill with the shock rifle. The shock rifle is like a weird sniper rifle. You have to land all of that electric bolt onto someone's head. It is a one-shot kill to the head. But if you hit them in the body, it doesn't do too much damage. It's not a guarantee shield popper, so a lot of these kills that you see come from this weapon have to be headshots.
Yeah, 7 here, getting a lot of shots up here, but definitely this is not only a much closer game, it's already 4-3, but it's a much slower paced game. Just like a lot of peeking, a lot of shots trying to land out here. So Zarya and Dead Zombie already kind of adjusting to this team. Sapes 2s, they're already adjusting. The grapple hook coming out, that was so sick!
That's one of the coolest animations in video games recently. Is grabbing anything with the grapple hook. It's so much fun. It's so rewarding. You know you hit it perfectly. Able to pop power ups immediately too after grabbing it. A lot of pings coming out. Someone's over at bridge. I swear to you.
Oh man, was right on top of him. Tried to land up that shot. Didn't land it, but did pick up. Back smack there. Gonna grapple up here. Gonna try to challenge this player here. Charges out. Oh, that was beautiful. Actually changed out to the battle rifle. Went ahead and changed, saved up some of that ammo they've got here in the shock rifle. And now again, look at the positioning here for Sape. They're literally just standing. They're just trying to get any information they can. They're trying to just land shots and try and rain down through doorways. They're not charging around. They're not rotating. They're really holding this center court.
Yeah, they're creating a lot of interesting angles. I mean, and these are pretty traditional Halo angles too, especially on this map. Holding up top balcony or top A is always a great line of sight. You can see the other part of the map, and you allow your players to roam in certain sections. Because right now, if 7 really wanted to, 7 could go up top A, get there pretty free. Can go bottom mid, get there pretty free.
Jump on board here with Kid Nasty now as 7 went down. Only had, it was like 5 rounds left in that rifle, so was holding it for a very long time there, and I really like that dynamic. It was literally just, if Kid Nasty saw a player first, would try and land a couple of shots, but it was more so with 7 actually just landing that initial damage, and then it would be up to Kid Nasty to try and finish him off with that battle rifle. See again here, now both players from Perfect Evolution kind of trapped over here in this hallway, trying to rotate around. You see the ping coming out here. Kid Nasty gonna rotate around. Just perfect execution, perfect information here. And look at that, now another pickup here, and a deadly combo here. See, he's gonna be a little quiet here. I like the fact that they're holding off here. Oh, yes, I thought for sure it was gonna hit that player in the back, but they rotated around. And just the discipline we're seeing coming out here from both of these players. Oh my gosh, and Invis still on top of Kid Nasty here. Gonna try and flank back, but opts not to push in too hard. It's gonna come back to their partner here. just playing so perfectly right now. And again, as Refresh said, creating these different angles and creating these different situations. 14-5. What a lead this team is taking up already.
Yeah, such a contrast to that last game. Save 2 is really taking it to Perfect Evolution, slowing this game down. I feel like Perfect Evolution played really well at a high pace, but right now we're seeing the game being slowed down. They're kind of trying. They're slowly trapping these players in pockets. Like, you're seeing these players getting trapped up here in top control. You have to fight this player over top balcony, and then you immediately have to look over towards A. So your head is constantly on a swivel, constantly trying to put shots on in every direction, and both those players falling again, just trying to get out of the spawn.
Yeah, that was a gross setup there. As we saw the perspective from both Dead Zombie and Zaryu, as they were trying to rotate around, peek a couple of shots, land something, get a little bit of an advantage, and try and just rotate through that through doors there. But Kid Nasty was sitting there and was just prepped and ready for them. I mean, I don't know. This game started out really, really close, but Sapes is just really starting to run away with it here. And again, we talked about, that's one of these situations you get in, and maybe this first map just isn't for you. Maybe you're just not actually, well equipped to play for it. So just gonna try and clean it up as best they can here. Jump on board with Zaryu here. They did get that shock rifle, but again, you're dealing with an 11 kill lead here. Oh my god, both players charge in, but gets the reversal. Zaryu doing work. That player did pick up active Cambo, was not able to drop them though. We are gonna see, oh no, Dead Zombie was not able actually to see them. Gonna get the cleanup there as Kid Nasty here going on a rampage, currently 15-1-1 on this run so far. About to pick up another one. Yep, there it is.
Kid Nasty looking super, super solid. This Mangler, man, such a tough weapon to fight against. I mean, you saw the combo there is getting the shields popped and then dropping the weapon instead of swapping. Just auto swaps to your BR and it pulls up the BR a lot faster. So using that little button combination to their advantage finally is going to get picked up off of B. But Perfect Evolution right now struggling to make any momentum, and still 7 with the trade with the Needler. Zaryu's falling kind of in the middle of the map there. You can't afford any more trades. It's 9-21. You got to pick up the steam just a little bit, and there it is, another trade. And if you're this red team, you're looking pretty good.
Yeah, you're only 3 kills away here. We are seeing that Perfect Evolution. They're getting a lot cleaner here, getting a lot more pickups here. Zaryu picks up another one, 11-23. But yeah, just situationally, it's not even really a matter of, I don't know that you can actually fight over any of the power weapons, power items now at this point. You've got to kind of just like mainly focus on just trying to stay alive. But when you've got shots coming in from multiple different angles, especially off of spawn, it's just so hard to do.
Yeah, you can't trade anymore, man. Once you get to this point in the game, we were saying the same thing about House Meteor, the last series. I mean, once you get down to a certain deficit, you got to play Perfect Halo, and honestly, like that's a hard thing to do in doubles. When one of your teammates falls, the other one basically is there for the pickings if the other team's in good position. So it's just tough life. Red team only needing 1 kill to win this game 1. Remember, it is a best of 3, so it's not over after this first game.
Yeah, and you just saw like the perfect example there. Kid Nasty was in position there perfectly. As soon as any one of those players was going to pop out, they're going to rotate around. They were going to use that advantage to just, create situations where they were just going to be able to take out whichever player that was. So big props there to Safe, coming in super hot. I mean, incredibly hot. Very close start, like we said. Perfect Evolution, I honestly don't know what they could have done better there. They were just trapped constantly. They were getting flanked left and right. So Perfect Evolution, though, we are going now. We're going to go to Live Fire, which, should, in theory, not necessarily favor Perfect Evolution, but we'll see. We haven't actually seen them play on this map yet. So I'm going to change over here.
I think they'll play a lot better on a map like Live Fire just because you don't have those pockets where you can really get trapped in. Obviously, every map, yeah, sure, does have a pocket of 2, but I feel like Live Fire is one of those maps where it's easier to fight off of spawn. There's not a lot of open areas in between each segment. Like, when you see teams holding A and top balcony, you can't move from C, you can't move from the B area. You're either stuck spawning in C and trying to have to make your way over to long haul, or maybe even try to push up top control, which is what we saw happen. I feel like that blue team was stuck in top control a lot that game, and they were getting shot from everywhere. They would have to peek the door, and then have to peek the window. They would just, it was constant peeking, and they were losing those gunfights. So the red team honestly did a really good job of playing that map very well. So we'll see how the blue team reacts in a map like Live Fire. I'm pretty sure they'll do okay.
Yep, so I am jumping back out here. There was kind of the observer glitch there, so I'm going to restart this map again. We're going to be jumping over onto Live Fire. So interested to see how Perfect Evolution, no pun intended, evolves their gameplay onto this next map here. And, you know, sometimes when you play a map and, you know, things are so dominant, like we saw in that Series 1, you know, coming off of a series where it's like, man, we did so well, we were playing so hot, to now it's like you got not necessarily dumpstered, but like that was a tough fart not there. So again, taking a chance to just have a little bit of a breather, trying to readjust, trying to refocus, be like, okay, it's a new map. We've still got we can get the reverse sweep. We just have to play better.
It also could 100% be one of those things where after you play that first series and you win 2-0, it could be too confident. You could show lack of respect to a team that 100% deserves it. So maybe that's the case. But this red team is looking good. Like I said, I feel like they just had good counterplay. They slowed the map down, and that's you don't want to see Perfect Evolution slowing down. They're very much a momentum team, I feel.
I would agree. And you know, that's maybe they just hadn't seen that setup before. They hadn't seen that strategy. You know, the game is still relatively new as far as like actual competitiveness, especially in 2v2. You know, people watched HCS Raleigh, they saw kind of these setups on this map, and you know, the way that the pros were playing it, so we'll have to wait and see. We jump on board here first with Kid Nasty here. Again, we knew there's going to be a start-off fight here with this sniper rifle. Nades both coming out here. Oh my gosh, but look at Sped 7. The way they just kind of charged in there actually boosted. Come in and trying to assist our player here. He's going to go ahead and drop down. Oh my gosh, look at this combo now. Sniper Heatwave. This is so nasty. This is putting a lot of pressure onto 7. Let me see Kid Nasty here. Was that uncontested? Was that just an uncontested camo?
Yeah, that was pretty much uncontested. I feel like they had pretty good timing on it. Now you have Invis in the hands of the sniper rifle player, and that's not who you want to have Invis. I mean, both of these power weapons on this map pair up with with Invis so well. You can either get up super close or not be seen from far away. So you're going to see the mix-up. They opt to go with the Invis sniper combo. This player is going to drop. The Invis does get naded out. This Heatwave player is going to have to drop bottom mid. Kind of gives away their position a little bit. Takes a shot with the Heatwave. Does end up missing. And just like that, you have a tie game, 2-2, Perfect Evolution, picking up a few kills around the bottom of the map to tie the game up.
Yeah, that was a kind of a crazy exchange there, but to kind of rewind just a little bit there, we saw 7 was actually ran in, picked up Sniper Rifle, picked up Heatwave, opted the opportunity to let Kid Nasty actually get the invis through the Sniper Rifle to them. So whereas we thought initially, I thought it was almost like a T2 combo, they're going to be putting a lot of the actual power there in the hands of 7. That was actually a unique setup there where it's like, okay, I'm going for power weapons, I'm going to pack up, and then you go get invis, I'm going to cover you with Sniper Rifle, and then as soon as you get invis, I'm going to throw Sniper to you. That was actually a really, really brilliant setup, and it was just rough. It was just a rough rotation for them when they went over to tower there. Big props to the Perfect Evolution team for actually dropping that one and actually taking Sniper off the map for that for the first couple of minutes of this game.
Yeah, but red team again, this Kid Nasty picking up invis. And there it is, using it up close with the Mangler. So deadly, gets the double kill, gets the back smack on the second one. And super smooth right now. And now you see this Kid Nasty starting to pick up the pace a little bit, starting to run around the bottom of this map. Mangler invis combo is so scary. It's kind of like the Heatwave invis combo. You allow yourself to get up so close to where you can get one shot beat down. Remember with invis, the faster you move, the easier it is for you to see. But good shots across the map there with the Manglers. Mangler, the bullets do drop. So the bullets seem pretty heavy, so hitting shots across the map with it is pretty impressive. There you go, dead zombie. Picking up that kill and picking up the Mangler, looking to take control at the top of this map.
Yeah, we see Sniper's going to be coming up here in roughly 2 seconds. It's going to be interesting now to see this exchange here. It looks like Dead Zombie is going to be poised. He's Gonna go ahead and take a moment. Knows the sniper is coming up. Knows it's gonna get challenged. Oh, ends up actually just running around there. Maybe trying to bait these other players here. Gonna land a couple of shots. I don't know that they're... Oh, they do. They win the exchange. They're gonna get sniper rifle as well. So just like that, the momentum. What a full swing here. I can't believe those five had plays coming out for Dead Zombie there. Sniper came up instantly, but you know, they're gonna charge down this hallway. I've got the firepower. I'm going to go ahead and take them out. I'm confident enough to win this challenge here. What a setup here. So now we're going to see here, active camo will be up here shortly. I don't have sights on anybody yet. We knew that that red team hasn't really rotated out yet. You can see actually it was one down in down towards the basement there. So going to be up for Zaru here. See if they can get a little bit of information. Let's jump on board with them. Nothing yet. It's so quiet. There we go.
This map can really slow down pretty quick, but once it starts popping off, it pops off hard. Invis coming back up. Sorry, you. This time, blue team with the Invis pickup. Gonna be rotating over towards this dummy side. Not spotting anything right away. Gonna be pushing up towards tower, allowing teammates to kind of take a little bit of the hit. Jumps up off the rail, gets the shot, cleans up that kill. Great assist there too by Dead Zombie.
Yeah, we really have to note there that Zaru, as they were rotating around, them and Dead Zombie were able to pick off that player going for active camo. Zaru did pick up active camo, but in the middle of that exchange, Dead Zombie, with a sniper, actually ended up going down. So a little bit of a sneaky play coming out there from Stape. One of their players rotating around up on tower was able to get that kill. Now, Zaru was able to get the cleanup there and picked up the sniper rifle, but that could have been a completely different exchange had it gone a little bit differently. Sniper's still in the hands here. Zaru not able to find this other player here. And again, just the rotations that both of these teams are showing, 11 and 12. This is a really close game. I can't believe that no-scope popping off.
That no-scope was so nasty. From B Stronghold all the way to Nest Bridge. That is what you like to see. Oh, some good shots coming again. This player is absolutely going off right now. Precision weapons on point. Sniper rifle still in hand. It's the call that the player's going to possibly be top A sandbags. Gonna jump, gonna be flying. Goes for those go. Doesn't hit it. Also misses the BR shot. That's a big kill there for red team. This blue player is going to have to back down. Drops down bottom mid. He caught a little bit
off guard.
And there it is. Blue team with had good positioning, losing all these exchanges right now. Kid Nasty hitting a nasty BR shot just over the railing there. Super 6-up.
Yeah, I can't believe just the raw talent just coming out now, popping off here. Sapes doing a really good job here cleaning it up. 16-13 here in this really close game. Remember here, Perfect Evolution, the blue team, is in jeopardy of going home here. We see 7 actually just picked up that active camo. Gonna take a look at them, and they have sniper rifle as well. So this is gonna be a really, really dangerous setup here. Gonna go ahead and boost up here. Doesn't get sight of anybody that's gonna land a shot on that player. He gets the cleanup there as well. So again, Perfect Evolution fighting for their tournament lives right now. We saw them win that first series, and they actually beat Team Ability and one of the other heavy hitters here, as we see week in and week out. 19-13 though. Looks like we're probably gonna be sitting here a little slow. We're gonna see if Zarya and Dead Zombie here. And I have to rotate around. This is a really rough position to be in, though.
For sure. I mean, you have the sniper, you have the lead. There's no point of you pushing right now. Let those players make a mistake. Let them make a bad push and just pick off those kills. You're trying to close out this game. You're not wanting to extend the series at all. So play smart, play slow. See what happens here. Some sniper shots, some whiff sniper shots coming through. But Mangler probably going to come into play right now. Zarya is going to be absolute, gets picked up. It looks like we got a heavy trade there. Kid Nasty does fall. Dead Zombie now with the Mangler, gonna reload it. Not spotting these players anytime soon. A lot of pings coming out. Drops the Mangler for the Heat Wave. Heat Wave does bounce around the bottom of the map, so sometimes it can be dangerous to use.
Oh man, that's a rough position to be in. I saw them kind of clamber up and they were trying to land shots on that player, but especially when you're climbing up like that, it's going to pick another player going down though. When you're in a situation like that, especially when they have the high ground advantage there, just a rough situation to be in. jump on board with 7 here. 7 here ended up, oh my god, those dates are so close. How did they not lose? Trying to blast that player back here, playing a little bit of ring around the rosy here. I can't believe that 7 has stayed along this time. Gonna get a couple more shots here, and look at this, both blue players were there actually rotating. How are you still alive, 7?
7's playing super smart right now, playing your life, using the angles of these barriers to keep yourself in the fight. Does eventually fall, but not without doing a ton of damage in the process. Kid Nasty picking up that kill over on scoreboard, gonna rotate around towards dummies. Trying to spot a player on the bottom of the map, not seeing anyone just yet. And watching this player with a high FOV is crazy because they are flying around this map. They're swinging around. They're looking in the right place. Their aim vertical placement is spot on. Teammate does fall, so you're going to have to fall back a little bit over towards the speed spawn. I like the angle that this player is taking right here. It's kind of tough to nade it. You can back down behind this wall. Teammates challenging top mid. You are starting to bait out these players over here towards B, and this is going to be an interesting gunfight. Ooh, they actually did a really good job of drawing their attention over to the other teammate. And now blue team picking up both of those kills. They have the sniper, the heat wave, and looking to make a little bit of a comeback here.
Yeah, we're only 2-kill lead here in the favor of Sape. Again, they have the opportunity to send Perfect Evolution home, but they are fighting tooth and nail here to stay into this game. I cannot believe we saw Kid Nasty there. 7 had that uncanny ability, was in like 3 or 4 gunfights, was absolute the entire time, was able to actually save their life and knock down one of those players there. But Kid Nasty, we saw on the other side of the field there, make the same rotation here, but Dead Zombie, unfortunately, is not going to be able to hold on to their life. They're going to drop down here. See the heat wave go in the hands here of 7. 2 kills again, 23-21. We could see a Dead Zombie. We could see Zaro push this to a game 3. Situationally, though, right now here, Safe is they're just so hard to kill. We're going to land another one. 1-kill game here. Going to line up these shots. It doesn't get it.
I was gonna say, I would have lost my mind if 7 picked up that second kill. That would have been the craziest LBR I've ever seen.
I'm gonna try and keep an eye here on Perfect Evolution. Again, they're only 1 kill away from getting knocked in, or knocked out of the bracket, I should say. Oh, I like that. I like that sequence there.
Yeah, I mean the Shyway jumps, man. Shyway, shout out to that amazing esports talent. Right now, discovering all the crazy sneaky jumps, all the advanced movement, driving the game super hard, make it super easy to watch, and that is going to be the game. A nade and a bullet is going to do it. Crazy stuff.
Yeah, still a very close game there, and it's game 1 of that series was kind of, I mean, was just super brutal to see there. So Sapes ended up creating a lot of those crazy angles, was able to really take the lead and charge it out there. But again, on a map like Livefire, it's just so much more open air, so many more opportunities created there. Perfect Evolution, really excited to see how they come back and bounce back from this in upcoming weeks. But again, Sapes knocked out ability first round. We talked about it, and yeah, we're sitting. I mean, this is pretty wild right now.
Yeah, I mean, we have a pretty tough bracket, it seems. I'm gonna go ahead and refresh mine, and yeah, Perfect Evolution. They're gonna be moving over. Sape 2 is gonna be moving over to the semifinal. I mean, this bracket's starting to move along pretty quick. Yeah, quarters are already being filled out. Every game's being played right now. So Evolving and Syndrome. One second. Let's look. Add. I'm going to add you. We can get 7 and teammate back. So I'm going to go ahead and take it. I'm taking a look over this bracket. Right now, 7 and Kid Nasty are waiting to play the winner of Outvade, Tyranny, or Moosh, and Practice. Remember, Practice is one of those players that did win last weekend, so they're looking to get back into the final. On the other side of the bracket, Evolving, practiced, whatchamacallit, you know what I mean, Practice teammate is in that semifinal already, so that would be cool to see Practice and Evolving play each other in the final. That would be super interesting. That'd be a hard mix-up.
Yeah, they look up. So the top half of that bracket, they're waiting for the match from the number 4, number 5 seed team, Minecraft Best Game versus Lemontrix. And again, we just saw our match number 17. That was the 11th seed versus the 14th seed. Perfect Evolution versus Sape 2s. Sape 2s, we do know, will be advancing here to the semifinals. They'll be playing the winner of this matchup, Dirty Soda versus Team Don't Blink. So again, we're looking specifically Practice is one of those players that was part of the winning team from last week. Decided, with their teammate, hey, let's just go ahead and split up. Let's form different teams, and let's see how that works out. So curious to see if both those players will meet in the finals, the number 1 seed and number 2 seed, but we will have to wait just a little bit longer here. Waiting for these.
I would love that.
Yeah.
I would love to see that be the final, man. Because those two players know exactly how each other play, especially after teaming last week. So you would have to see some pretty creative plays happen. But the bracket's not over yet. I mean, Outfade and Tyranny could easily make that final. I mean, you have Strikey and Rorsch. They're also in that quarterfinal too. We've seen them win events before. So it looks like you're needing to refresh that bracket for challenge.
Again?
Yeah, hit that refresh. Boop. There it is. Just had that one match.
There we go. Okay.
Yeah, I updated it while you were talking.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah,
well,
this might be.
It's all good. Well, a bracket is moving along here, and as we're sitting here, taking a moment here for these other teams to kind of join in. Give a shout out once again to our community partners. Again, we've talked about them week in and week out. Halo Lives On, one of the biggest Halo fandom communities online. You guys can check them out over on Facebook. Search for the group Halo Lives On, or you can find them over on Twitter at Halo_lives_on. Again, if you're not necessarily into competitive Halo, maybe you want to talk about campaign, you want to talk about story mode, you want to talk about fan theories, you want to talk about how you would make a Halo BR, it's a great place to do it. So check them out. Halo Lives On. Big thanks again for helping get the word out and supporting these events, as well as Noob Combo. It is HCS weekend. I know a lot of people are wanting to get updates, wanting to get that behind the scenes dirt, wanting to find out about more events that you could participate in yourself. You guys could check out Noob Combo over on Twitter at NoobComboCon. Again, big shout outs to those community partners. And again, this is the Live for the Game LFTG 2v2 Halo Infinite Weekly. If you guys were too late to join in this week, you can sign up every week. Sign-ups pretty much open as soon as the other tournament ends, so you guys could have sign-ups later tonight, if not first thing tomorrow morning. $100 cash prize split amongst the top 2 teams. You guys could check out LFTGofficial.com for more information. You could join the Discord, find out how to enter the bracket, more other event news, as well as maybe you want to play some Call of Duty, maybe you want to play some other games. You guys can check it out and head on over there. And again, one of the big brains behind LFTG, that is Refresh. He is joining us here from Beauty. You're in Alabama, is that correct?
Yeah, Birmingham, Alabama. I'm right downtown. I can actually see if I can.
Oh, look at this! Oh, we're going rogue.
Plop this over. That's the city right there.
Wow!
That's the view. That is behind. So I'm looking at you guys, but I could be looking at the city. So I'll sacrifice this kid.
I'm not gonna lie, and this is my ignorance, and I fully apologize. I feel like I hear the word Alabama, and I think like you're in the woods somewhere. I was not expecting a major metropolitan city. What event are you working there this weekend? Give us the details. What's going on?
Comic-Con. It is an anime convention. A ton of vendors. Working with Gaming Generations right now, I supplied a lot of the free play consoles and monitors. There's actually a giant arcade setup. I started this thing on my social medias where I post last week, so it's kind of a just post last week photos. So next week you will see what I was doing this week. I don't like to post the events on my personal social media because I also handle some of the gaming generation stuff. So like I don't want to steal my own content, you know.
Well, speaking of last week's events, take some looks here. I'm over on the Gaming Generations Twitter. You guys could check them out. One of the biggest event equipment providers in the world. I was going to say North America, but in the world. So if you guys are wanting to host your own events, whether it be for fighting games, for shooting games, for anything like that, if you need 100 plus Nintendo Switches or 100 plus Xboxes or whatever it may be, you guys could check out gaminggenerations.com. And yeah, Alex was at Southeast Mayhem last weekend. Ended up actually getting pulled last second to do some commentary. I'd love to hear more about that.
Yeah, I ended up doing all of Top 24 Ultimate Commentary, and I had a great time. The beautiful Crow, you can see his beautiful right hand on the bottom left-hand side of the screen. At the View, V-I-E-W, the full Crow. Yeah, great commentator. We got to cast some amazing games. That region is super, super stacked. We saw some crazy games. We saw a Ganon make it in the top 8. Super fun Ganon to watch play. There we go. Those are all my photos that I took of the event. But yeah. Also, yeah, hit us up.
Very cool. Yeah, I like the fact that it wasn't just fighting games. I mean, this is Fortnite. They had a Fortnite tournament that was going on. They had Apex Legends. Got some arcade setups here. This is super cool to see. And again, like there's events like this. Obviously, like obviously with the pandemic, like things have been a little bit slower. But like with events, you know, with precautions such as like wearing masks or vaccination required events, or you know, even such as like on-site testing that we saw for Frosty Faustings, like things are just things are really happening. So again, this was super cool to see. I'll actually let me actually pull up. I'll actually pull up your Twitter as well. So I mean, you guys have been. What is this? What is this? Why is this here?
It's Luigi juking off its Carter team.
Just a reminder, it is canon that Luigi crossed over 8-time NBA star Vince Carter. This was. Is this NBA Streets for the
I think so.
GameCube?
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at this. What is this? What is this? What is this? They're doing like fighting game inputs.
Mario, baby.
This is wild.
That's my guy. Yeah, look at that. Behind the legs.
I like the bounces it off the the 3-man actually combo there. That's ridiculous. That's one of the best things. Look at this one. Is real?
Oh,
my
speaking
gosh.
of Mario and sports games, this is what they announced.
Oh, the new. I was gonna say soccer, but it is football, right?
Yeah, Mario Strikers is coming back, baby. I'm gonna run some tournaments in that for sure, and I'm gonna enter them, and I'm gonna win every single one. That's the easiest cash I've ever seen in my whole entire life.
I'm very interested, specifically just because of the fact that you can run an 8-player 4v4 matchup. I'm very excited to see that. I would love to do that at like I'm halfway tempted, like wherever tournaments are going to be happening, you know, actually seeing like LAN setup, like the same way Splatoon kind of operates. Actually do that for this new Mario Football Unleashed, whatever it's called, game.
Yeah, the game that's coming out is just in time for the World Cup too, so I think they're definitely capitalizing on the hype. It would be crazy to run like 4v4 tournaments and then have like an arena style, like kind of like the old MLG where you have elevated and then everyone plays down, and then you have the crowd, like the soccer crowd, like come in, start playing the drums and chanting like just making it super, super chaotic. I want to do that so bad with that game. I feel like that game would be so much fun to watch play on like one, on a high level, and 2, like with a crazy crowd.
Yeah, absolutely.
Have to go to Europe to do it.
Yeah.
Get everyone drunk, way too rowdy, and just let people play Mario Strikers.
I mean, that sounds like a fun time. Definitely sounds like a fun time. I very interested as well. So the HyperX Esports Arena that operates out of the Luxor in Las Vegas, Nevada, every Saturday hosts a Mario Kart tournament. And specifically, it's been Mario Kart 8 this whole time. They have they're probably over 120 weekly tournaments at this point. Like, obviously, like, they take off for holidays, or, like, if the arena isn't open, maybe it's closed for a private event, they take off. But every Saturday they've been hosting. And some of the actual highlights from those tournaments has made it on ESPN as far as, like, the top plays of the week. Just phenomenal, absolute, like, nutso plays in Mario Kart. So the other thing they announced on Nintendo Direct is that they're going to be new courses added. They're all remakes from previous games, but the fact that, like, we're talking 120 over 120 weekly tournaments for Mario Kart. Obviously, you would think at some point things would get stale. There's so much new content now. There's so much more new content now for them to continue running that series. I'm very excited for that as well. If you guys have never actually seen what, like, true competitive Mario Kart looks like, it's nuts. Definitely check a look out at Allied Esports. Specifically, Allied Esports is kind of the team behind the broadcast and the organization of the tournaments behind the HyperX Esports Arena. So check out Allied Esports on YouTube. You guys can check them out and look at one of those tournaments as well. And I feel like we got a little bit longer here. Speaking of YouTube, and the HyperX Esports Arena here, I had kind of an interesting run-in with there. So there was a player who I saw the HyperX Esports Arena actually retweet. Somebody was at the arena and was just, like, taking pictures. So, like, oh man, this place is so sick. Like, it's super cool. Like, I love being here. I was in Vegas. I had to check it out. Let me actually scroll through. Here we go. Yeah. So let's take a look at this real quick. So you see here, had to stop in and check out everything so sick at Esports Arena, at HyperX Esports Arena. You guys, if you've never been here before, the place is absolutely nuts. It's actually a former nightclub that was renovated to become an esports arena. So think, like, all of the lighting, all of the, screens and everything that, like, a nightclub, the atmosphere that it would kind of have. I mean, look at this. I mean, just absolutely gorgeous. They do weekly broadcasts. Wednesday, it's like 1v1 games. Thursday, they've been doing a Halo series. Friday is Fight Night. They do primarily Smash Ultimate, Guilty Gear Strive. They're actually, Tekken 7 is being rotated out this next week for King of Fighters because it's just releasing. So lots of really, really cool stuff. But I saw this retweet because I follow HyperX Esports Arena, and I'm like, oh, this is cool. And I saw the name. I'm like, Trekka, why is that name so familiar? And I had to look them up. So I've got a little bit of a treat here for you guys. I think we've got a little bit of a moment here. Yeah, I'm waiting for the players to sign up here. So Trekka was actually a player at an event hosted by Arena Gaming, one of the last Halo Reach independent tournaments out there in the United States. And so I interviewed them. This interview was from 10 years ago. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and play this video. I'm going to mute Alex and myself, and then we'll let this video play out. And then we will join you guys back here again very shortly.
How's it going, guys? Mohawk Mike here for Boss Fight TV. Once again, I'm coming to you from Columbus. AGL, the last hurrah for Halo Reach. We're out here with LJ, otherwise known as Trekka. What are you doing out here this weekend?
I'm here to play Halo and watch it.
What brought you out to the event? I mean, obviously you're one of the younger competitors out here. What is it about Halo, or more specifically like the AGL events or MLG or things like that make you want to come out and play with these guys?
It's just the competitiveness and knowing that I can compete with some of the good players. I like the competitiveness and just showing up to play.
So, is this your first AGL? And then also, what do you think of the event, and what other events have you been to? I'm sure you've been to MLG. How does this event compare to those?
This is my first AGL, and this event, it's not as big, but I do feel it's more Halo-oriented, and, like, the people are way greater than an MLG. You can interact more with the pros and stuff to where they're not blocked off and everything, so it's cool.
Yeah. So I know that you've been out here playing a lot. Obviously, the event is set up so you can play. You can play with whoever you want. Play with the pros. Play with anybody else. I know you're playing in the free-for-all tournament. I know you got pretty far in that. How did that go?
I made the semifinals in the free-for-all, and I'm waiting to play that, actually. They're going to announce it.
Awesome. So everybody that's been here, all the teams, I know you got to interact. Who's your favorite player? Now, I'm not putting you on the spot, but like, who's your top 5 favorite guys out here that you got to hang out with this weekend?
Formal, Ninja, Snipe Down, and, ooh, man. And the whole Dynasty team, Tazoxic, Destin, everyone. I like all of them.
Very cool. And obviously the event is laid back. I'm sure you got to play with them a whole bunch. Have you had any like really close games, really exciting moments? Or have they actually sat down and like maybe like taught you some new skills or tricks?
Yeah, Formal did with my free-for-all gameplay. He just told me some few things with my DMR and everything, so yeah, I'm going to use it when I play.
Very cool. Last but not least, you got any shout-outs? Do you have like a Twitch page? You got a Twitter? If anybody's interested to see how you play?
I got a Twitter. You could follow me at Trekka_MLG, and then subscribe to me on YouTube, Trekka HD. That's it. Thank you.
Very cool. Last question, who do you think's taking the finals?
Carbon.
Oh, very good stuff. Well, thank you for coming out and supporting Halo. We're going to see you around.
Again, just like really, really cool to see here. What an absolute throwback. Working events like that for HCS and like other events like that, it's so weird to me that it's like, I mean, that kid to me is still a kid. I mean, I interviewed them. I think they were like 11 or 12 years old. They were there doing phenomenal in the FFA, was there to play all weekend. Got to play with a lot of the pros. That was kind of a smaller event. You know, they heard them say on the video they got to play with, Ninja particularly, a lot of the other players there. You know, that was right after MLG had dropped Halo off of the circuit. So just nothing makes you feel old than going back and watching an old video, I guess, of yourself interviewing a kid who is now in Vegas there to party and whoop it up and play some games. So very cool to see. That's just a testament to how long the Halo community's been around, I guess, is the moral of the story there.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the Halo community's been around a long time. Just a heads up, it looks like Moosh did add you. They will need to be added back because they do not have game bar.
Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna try and get them added in here. Do you have any slightly embarrassing older videos of yourself like that? Refresh.
Probably, I would have to dig them up though. I would have to dig them up.
Alright, trying to
I'm
get
super excited to check out the semifinal. Remember, this next match will still be a best 2 out of 3. It basically is a money match though, because it guarantees you first or second.
Alright, I've invited Moosh. Let's see if they can get it here and can get signed in here. But again, yeah, that was a fun video. That was a fun throwback. I can kind of continue on that story there. So I actually met Trekka. That was at an event in 2011 for Halo Reach. That was Arena Gaming in Columbus, Ohio. In 2016, trying to think, yes, 2016, I actually ran into them again. So I was at the time working as a camera operator with the broadcast team for, it was the Halo Championship Series event that was in Las Vegas, Nevada, hosted by Millennial Esports. And so it was one of those things that I was like, I don't want to necessarily say like I was like burned out at the time, but it was one of those things that like it had definitely become more of a job, and I was still like in love and like super passionate about it. But I definitely like that morning I was living in Las Vegas. I like had to drive my car to the arena, had to actually like kind of like motivate myself to be like, okay, it's another long day. Like I'm going to be here and, you know, hanging out. And the venue was actually on the 3rd floor. And so when I got there, I get on the elevator that's in the parking garage, go up to the 1st floor, a bunch of players get in and we're riding up to the 3rd floor. And I'm just like paying my own business, just like looking at the floor. And I just hear Mohawk Mike, and I didn't have my hair spiked up like I you know, kind of like I am right now. And I just look up and I'm like, yeah, and I didn't recognize this guy. And he's like, hey, do you remember a kid that you interviewed a couple years ago, like super young? And I was like, Trekka? And he's like, yes. And I was like, oh my God. And I mean, this guy was like taller than I am at the time. And it's just one of those things that like literally going from like, I gotta go punch in the card, I gotta go set up for another event, and like kind of being like trying to find the energy and like getting myself to work the event, completely 180. I mean, the fact that like here's this kid who I like met randomly once at an event, was now here 5 years later playing in an HCS event, trying to break out. And I mean, it's just so cool because, you know, at the time we were interviewing other players, you know, other pro players that had played competitively on the MLG circuit, you know, other tournaments and stuff like that. And so to have somebody like Trekka was like, that was so cool that you interviewed me. I got that whole weekend to play with the pros. I did really well in FFA, and like, that's the reason I'm here. And it's just like, you know, moments like that just keep happening. If you just keep putting out good energy, positive mental attitude, you know, you just have a super, it's like a boomerang effect, right? You never know when it's going to bounce back.
Yeah, I mean, it's always nice to see familiar faces, especially after a long time. It's like super cool to like kind of grow up with a lot of these people. Just messaging the players right now.
Yep, I am as well. I'm just checking to make sure everybody's ready, and I've got the players are in, but they're currently situated on the wrong teams.
7 and teammate are going to be on Cobra. And it looks 7 and Kid Nasty are going to be on Cobra. It looks like Moosh and Practice will be on Eagle.
So Dirty Soda, who is Moosh and Practice, is going to be our red team, correct? So I'm seeing it in the bracket.
Sorry, say that one more time.
Dirty Soda, I'm seeing they're the top seed in the bracket.
Yeah, oh, they are going to be Eagle.
Okay, gotcha. Getting situated here. All right, so I have Kid Nasty and 7 are sitting on Eagle, and I have Cobra as Moosh in Practice. So I think we got this right. Okay, let me ping the players again. Pinging all the players. Just want to make sure everybody's situated and ready to go here. So again, this is our semifinals coming up here. This will still be a best of 3 series. Winner of this will move on to the grand finals. Take home some of that sweet moolah.
Looks like Power said House Comic-Con. Comic-Con's good, man. It's a big event. Decent size event. It's nice. It's in a pretty location. The convention center's super nice that it's being held at, so tons of food and stuff around to eat. Seems like a good event to go to, man.
Okay. I think we got us all situated here. I think I actually need to change the teams. Okay. Let's go ahead. Our first map of this semifinals is going to be Streets. Taking it to the streets. So are you, I mean, you got early access. Is the convention that you're working this weekend, is it Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, or only Saturday, Sunday?
Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Did you get to see anything cool behind the scenes before doors opened?
Yeah, there's a ton of vendors here.
Yeah?
Oh, they're doing a time lapse of vendor setup, so it's cool. They have a window pie in a room, and they're having a camera doing a time lapse of all the vendor setups. So that'll be cool. We saw some of the ramen eating contest.
Pardon?
Ramen eating contest.
Was it who could eat it the fastest or who could eat the most? It was the fastest. Yeah, I don't know that I could eat more than one bowl of ramen.
Yeah, I think I might be able to do a kind of fastest because I feel like I know how to eat.
We are jumping into the game here. Do you want to make sure that we have so Sapes? There we go.
Twos, Dirty Soda. Practice, remember winning last week's tournament, does start off early with the first kill. Moosh, been pretty active in our Discord for a little bit now. Moosh is a very good player to watch out for. Practice is obviously going to be a little bit more of a familiar face in this bracket. I mean, on the other side, you have your Evolving playing in the other semifinal. So, you know, both these players are super solid, super consistent. Interested to see how they play without each other. So this is a really good test here in practice.
Yeah, we talked about it before, especially being on the same, not just necessarily on the same team, but especially on a winning team. Knowing a lot of the potential setups and a lot of the areas that kind of cover the map here. As you see, we are on board with practice here. Just been laying a lot of shots in on this player here across the map. You're going to see Moosh is going to rotate it around. Let's actually jump on board with there. Yep, there we go. Moosh. Oh, Rocket's coming in, though. Going to get picked off here.
Rocket's going to be a big factor on this map. There's a lot of little ledges and stuff that you can get caught on. Rockets have an interesting splash damage in this game. Kid Nasty picking up a nice shot beat down with the Bulldog. Bulldog getting dropped behind that desk in PD.
Yeah, we got another series here. This one's starting out really slow, actually. I mean, it's 2-4, but I mean, as far as actually the pace of the game so far, things have definitely been a lot slower than some of the previous games that we've seen before. We've seen practice actually in a lot of series where just super aggressive play, slide in, slide out, and you know, a lot of pushing. And it seems like this is a lot of 1v1s, a lot of rotating around here. So we are going to see Rockets come up here. Do you see that player Ragdoll? Thought for a second they were actually using a thruster to try and charge in and get some shots. But Moosh here picking up the Rockets. This could be pretty devastating. Could be enough of a full swing here. We are seeing this Dirty Soda team currently up 4 kills. 6-2. Perfect nade, though, coming out here. Definitely going to make Moosh play a little more cautionary here. Oh, that Rocket coming across. Picking up 7, though. Going to try and rotate around here. Get second shots on that second player. Yep. Just like that, you were talking about it. The rocket launcher could be a very big moment here as far as who takes this first map.
Yeah, I feel like on this map especially, you have to climb around on a lot of things. And when you're moving slowly like that, look at that. The slide down the stairs to the thrust, allowing yourself to get super close with that Bulldog. Moosh playing super quick right now. But yeah, I mean, if you're climbing up and down things really slowly and you have those rockets, that's splash damage, man. You don't have to necessarily hit directly underneath them or directly on them. You can basically just hit anywhere near that ledge and it'll kill them.
Well, speaking of ledges too, that's one of the other things you got to be kind of careful about. Trying to slide around and get enough momentum carrying around this map. Oh my god, we see both players from Dirty Soda actually off of the spawn. Backs turned 2-7 here. 7 was able to land some shots there. Made them both kind of run away here. Kind of pushing into Kid Nasty here. Bulldog coming out here. Practice is going to win that fight against Kid Nasty, though. So 7, oh, that was so nasty. New turning the corner here. Was going to have the opportunity here, but ends up taking a little bit of damage off of that nade there. Just going to hold tight, though. In a way, is Kid Nasty here. Trying to rotate around. Can see. Yep, there we go. Yeah, Kid Nasty is able to pick up that one.
Kid Nasty doing a really good job right there. Staying alive, especially with this Bulldog. He's going to fly down, but does end up having to reload the Stalker Rifle. Stalker Rifle did almost come into play a little bit in that gunfight, but Moosh again with the rockets. Moving so fast to pick those up off of spawn. Has one left. Remember, you spawn with 2 in the streets. weapon so deadly. Can be patrolling around top B, looking for anyone trying to spawn in A. That's not happening because they're going to be both players over on C side. Here we go. We have an interesting push going up these B stairs, trying to continue to keep the high ground. High ground with rockets is super important. You can kind of throw those rockets down onto people without taking too much damage yourself. And slide in super fast, gets the kill off of the commando stairs. Good movement here by Moosh in practice, getting a lot of these kills early. 14-7, doubling the other team's score.
Yeah, Moosh showing that it's not necessarily, they don't really need splash damage when you're landing shots like that. That was super gross. Was able to get the 2-player swing there. Really, really good discipline with the rockets there, actually electing not to just free fire one or trying to hit a pre-prediction, but hit square off of that player and then picking up that kill from across the map there. So again, practice here. It seems like they've been having a little bit rough of a struggle here. Has gone down a couple of different times here. 16-8. You can take challenges just like that. You could try and push through. Unfortunately, not working in the favor there of Moosh, but again, they're still up 6 kills in this game. Why not go ahead and go for that challenge?
Yeah, I mean, Moosh in practice looking super solid right now. The assist count is pretty high, too, on that team, so they're working well together. They're getting these players weak and allowing the other player to clean them up. Baiting and switching effectively around the sides of these maps. They're going to have a big challenge over here on B. Nice nade there. This player, Kid Nasty, using the pillars to their advantage, inching up on that player. As you know, you have the Bulldog in the pocket. The Bulldog so crazy, can kill so fast. Rockets coming up. Bulldog jumps out. Bulldog ends up grabbing the kill. Dropping the Bulldog for these rockets. I like this play here. Gonna pull up in the top C and reset over here on B.
Yeah, unique rotations kind of coming out here. Again, like we talked about, the game started out a little bit slower. Teams are kind of trying to fill each other out in this process here, but now look at Kid Nasty here, literally flying around the map. Was able to see that player there. Really smart, though, not launching the rocket. Oh my god, propelled them into their fist. That was so nasty. Oh my gosh, what a combo here. And the reaction, too. You see that player was actually flinging towards them, so one more rocket here. Left off. Let's see if they can go ahead and pick up another one here, rotating around. You can see 7 had some nade action going on over there. It's going to rotate around here up to bridge. You can see just the heels of that player. Going to go in here for the chase. Some slide-ins here. Okay, good. Gets to pick up the combo there. Oh, but was not able to pick up the double as Moosh was able to win that fight.
Yeah, Kid Nasty throwing out the beatdown a little bit too early. Moosh winning a big gunfight there, able to pick up the Stalker rifle. Is going to head over towards the top C, going to spot the player over on A. Dumps 2 rounds into him, but not going to be enough to kill. Up by 4 right now. And to play your life just a little bit, allow your teammate to spawn, get some traction here on the map, a little bit of grip underneath your feet so you can push forward.
Yeah, one of the things to notate there was that actually 7, during this entire exchange, we saw kind of chase around there. 7 was able to take out Practice with a nade. So, again, Practice, you know, we've seen on a winning team here as part of these LFTG weeklies, but really seems like Moosh is doing the work here. 11, 4, and 6, 12, now 12, 4, and 6. Practice coming in with 9 kills of their own as well, but Moosh just really doing the work.
Yeah, Moosh playing super well right now, using that Stalker rifle. It did end up falling. Practice is going to have this in the back pocket now. Gives that player absolute. That player, though, almost staying alive behind that palm tree. Man, how it makes me long for the beach, those palm trees right there. About to head back to the cold weather after this.
Yeah, how cold is it in Wisconsin right now? What is it, like negative 13, negative 37?
I've been avoiding looking at the weather at home. But, you know, blue team, man, Moosh in practice, taking that first game pretty solidly, running around pretty quick. I felt like red team did grab those rockets, but didn't grab those rockets a couple times, but didn't make full use of them. Felt like a lot of times they were trading in and out kills. Holy moly.
A little tuckered out there. Did you compete in the ramen eating contest? You got the itis right now? Is that what's happening?
No, I did not. I did eat right before the tournament started, though.
Oh, yeah, you had your chicken. That's right.
I had pulled pork mac and cheese. I had chicken for lunch today.
What was that sandwich you had from last week while you were at Southeast Mayhem. It was the pool. It was the barbecue. It was the barbecue pork and mac and cheese sandwich. Is that correct?
Yeah. Yeah. Pulled pork mac and cheese sandwich.
That sounds so messy. And as somebody with, I had spaghetti for dinner last night, and I literally ate the whole time like this because I didn't want to get anything in the beard. I can't imagine a barbecue pulled pork sandwich with macaroni and cheese on top of it and covered with toast. No way, not feasible.
Yeah, I just took off the two because it was buttered toast for the buns.
Oh, it was buttered toast?
Yeah, it was good.
Were they
very good?
Buttered on both sides or one side?
Yeah, it was definitely buttered on both sides. I took off the top layer and ate it with the fork. Like I just ate it like full for mac and cheese, and on the bottom I had this nice 2 pieces of toast, which is soaked in barbecue sauce.
Oh my
and cheese.
gosh!
It was so good, and the fries are phenomenal.
It came with fries too.
Yes, sir, it did. What was it called? 3 Beards? Yeah, it's called 3 Beards Barbecue. So there you go. You could have been there. Could have added the 4th beard.
I can't imagine a group of culinary experts with beards creating such a diabolical sandwich. Have stuff caught in your beards. And speaking of diabolical, Practice here rotating around is able to pick up Kid Nasty here. 2-0 so far, the lead for this blue team. Dirty Soda literally putting the name
Carbonated poo water.
carbonated poo water. playing dirty here. Dirty Soda. Not only are they dirty, but they are also popping heads left and right here. 3-0 lead here. Safe. We saw them play so well. Pardon?
Did someone say pop as in another word for soda?
Yes.
Good. That was good of you. I'm super glad. But yeah, this red team here, Safe Twos, look at with their backs against the wall, looking to try to get into this grand final, is absolutely going to have to win this game, because if they do not, they are out of the tournament. Dirty Soda doing a really good job of putting the pressure on. Practice rushing up with the pistol and picking up that kill.
Yeah, I'm curious. I'm dropping in the chat now. Curious what everybody, because it's funny to hear, like, regionally. Like, I always grew up calling it pop, soda pop, but I know people, you know, cola, Pepsi, Coke, whatever you call it. Oh my gosh, a lot of beatdowns coming down here. Again, a little bit of a claustrophobic kind of situation happening here. 6-2 though. Jump back on board with Practice. You can see they're actually both players on that blue team 3-1-1 currently. Moosh was definitely popping a lot more shots there in this last game, but they are definitely more even here. As I say that, Moosh picks up another one. Makes it 7 on the board for the blue team. Not able to get that cleanup. Are you kidding me? Practice movement. Your player raining down on top of you though. Able to get that active camo. Oh my gosh, and the heat wave here. Oh my gosh, I was able to clean that player up, but again, those bullets refracting off of the walls around here. You gotta be super dangerous, but what a clean shot.
Yeah, I mean, a gift from the heavens came falling down from the sky when Moosh died and delivered Practice the perfect combination of weapon and power-up. It was something beautiful to behold, and Practice made the best of it for a little bit. Extending the lead now is 9-4. They're up by 5, looking to make it to the grand final. I'm going to go ahead and peek the bracket real quick and see if the other game has finished at all. I don't believe it has. No, so that could possibly be a game 3 that we're seeing on the other side of the bracket. So we could be seeing a pretty intense grand finals. It keeps going this way.
So Moosh ended up actually getting a double kill there while you were checking out the bracket here. Notice the heat wave they have in their possession only has 3 shots left in it. That's the same heat wave that Practice went on that run with. So the heat wave changed hands from Practice to Kid Nasty and now to Moosh, back in possession of the blue team, but with 3 shots left on it. Nobody was able throughout that entire exchange to get another shot up here, as we see one just come out there. Not really able to land there. Kid Nasty able to pick it up, but they're going to drop themselves at 7 now. Playing kind of dangerously out here in the middle of the open here. Practice nowhere to be seen so far though. So again, you know, when you have power weapon exchanges like that, you really want to be able to use them into your favor. We see 2 shots left there as practice is. This is like a kind of like Sisterhood of the Traveling Heat Wave right now. I mean, this is the same heat wave. That is the same heat wave that practice had picked up. 3 shots left into it, changed hands 3 times. 1 shot fired off by Moosh, and now went back into the hands of practice here. What an insane kind of situation we're seeing here. Active camo on the position here. That was so sick. Practice landing the shots, getting the beat down. 16-7. This one's kind of running away.
Yeah, this is definitely starting to run away. Watching these players play at this like super high level movement play is so crazy to watch. It's like watching a Dragon Ball Z fight where they're just flying around the air, dealing damage left and right. And I feel like practice is making very good use right now of this thruster pack. Able to call this out. Yes, I like that. Backed out. Didn't end up landing the shots though. Does fall. Does do enough damage for Moosh to pick up the kill there on Kid Nasty. Kid Nasty did have that invis. That was a big kill.
Needler play here. This is I don't think I've seen any Needler play across any of these series as long as I've been helping stream these weekly events here. We see Moosh just, oh my god, it's up! Actually getting that kill there, that was so wild. I don't know, Refresh, is there anything different about the Needler properties? It just seemed like none of the shots were really coming out there, and Moosh was able to just dance around and finally do enough damage.
Yeah, I mean, the Needler works in this game. So that is a property that the Needler has that didn't have in other games. I mean, it was decent in 5. I actually felt like it was underused. It did spawn on, I believe, the pit back in the day. But yeah, now the Needler is definitely one of those weapons you can do a ton of damage with, especially if you catch players off guard with it.
Well, it's very cool to see here. And again, you know, not only are the teams kind of changing, but the strategies are kind of week in and week out. Seeing new and different things, new unique dynamics. Sape here, again, 3 kills away from getting knocked out in the semifinals. Not sure they're going to be able to hold off here. Things have definitely slowed down a lot. We are seeing action on the other side of the stage here. Jump on board here with Kid Nasty. He's going to be able to get that one there. You see just bodies raining down. Shots coming out, so a little bit of a run there. Gonna pick up the heat wave. Gonna charge around. Might be able to get a little bit of a run going on here. No, practice was able to drop 7 there. So 12-23, 2 kills left. Let's jump on board with Moosh. Moosh was really doing work there. Still got the Needler in hand. Was able to get it back off of their last death there. Gonna charge back in. Is gonna get spot on this one player. Gonna rotate around on stairs. You can see heat wave bullets actually coming in. The trade though. Happening. Practice. Look at it, literally just waiting. Oh
yeah, practice definitely toying with their food there. They know they're in a really good position to win. They're up by 10. They only need 1 kill to win, but 7. Still trying to do the damage, putting in shots with the heat wave. I mean, you can definitely say it's all but over. You can't afford to trade at all. I mean, if this comeback happens, I will go find a chewed piece of gum on sidewalk and I will look it up off the ground. I will be incredibly shocked. And there it is. Practice confirming that this will be a stake for game number 2 and the series ender. Oh, man, that was a rough one.
Yeah, that's kind of a crazy situation to be in. And, you know, that's one of the storylines we keep talking about is the fact that teams keep week in and week out kind of showing improving themselves, and you know, one game they're just super dominant and then the next they kind of get taken for a ride, but you know, this is just one in many weeks across the entire year that get a chance to prove yourself. So big shout outs to Sape for showing up as well, and if I recall correctly, let me actually bring up the bracket. They beat Ability earlier in the series, right?
Yes, I believe so.
Take a look at the brackets here. Yeah, so Sape was able to 2-1 take out Ability, Exploits, and Exposure, who we see regularly week in and week out competing in these different events, you know, performing really well. Close series there. And, you know, when you start out like that, you got to have a lot of confidence. You know you're going to play really well, but did not. Ended up losing against Dirty Soda, getting knocked out of the bracket here, just one game away from the grand finals here. So again, we're waiting for this other matchup here to finish up here. Potential here for Evolving here on Team Exceed to play against their former teammate that they won this tournament with last week. So again, Exceed versus Lumentrix, waiting for the results of this matchup here. But again, big shout out to everybody for showing up. Another really, really great showing. Hey guys, if you want to participate in any of these events, maybe not just watch, you can go to LFTGofficial.com. You can check out how to join the brackets, how to join the Discord. Remember, every week, $100 cash prize, free to enter, absolutely no cost to you. You guys could check it out. 2v2 Halo Infinite Weekly. We're playing Slayer. Great way to practice, great way to meet new people. And I don't know if it's just me, but the Discord as of late has been going crazy. I've been getting tons of notifications, different things about people looking for 2v2s, looking for full 8s, looking for any other kind of like practice leading up for these tournaments. Really cool to see.
Yeah, I'm super glad people are starting to take advantage of the Discord. I mean, that's why we built it. I am wanting to throw in an idea of like possibly streaming money matches in the future. So like people want to schedule money matches with us. I think that could be interesting to do, to provide a little bit more content during the week. Like Money Match Monday, I think would be funny.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
But yeah, I mean, people, like I said, starting to post their streams, some of their cool clips get posted in the Discord as well. It's a good way to communicate with people and find possibly new teammates.
Absolutely. Well, another way to find some potential teammates and have some fun by doing so is checking out one of the community partners supporting these weekly LFTG event, helping getting out the word and helping just support the community any way they can. Again, Noob Combo. If you guys are looking for other tournaments, you're looking for other ways to kind of meet up and meet other players and have some fun, set up some matches, you guys can head on over to Noob Combo. Check them out on Twitter at NoobComboCon. Got a lot of great content and stuff going on there for you guys. And then also, you guys are maybe not necessarily new to competitive Halo. Maybe you want to just check out other stuff that's going on within the greater universe. You guys can head on over to Halo Lives On. Find them on Twitter at Halo_lives_on. But more importantly, find them on Facebook. Go to Facebook, check in Halo Lives On. That is a huge group. You guys can check them out, and maybe you got some cool, maybe some like old MLG stuff. I don't know, maybe like a carbon t-shirt that you've had in your closet for a long time, or maybe a giant replica energy sword that you guys want to show. You got, or tattoos. Look at that.
I can't desire.
There you go.
Carbon.
MLG carbon and optic tattoos. Maybe you guys want to show. You guys can check out Halo Lives On. And speaking of living on, we're still kind of waiting here for our last matchup. Again, this will be the grand finals.
Refresh that.
You said refresh? Refresh the bracket. I'm going to hit F5. Take a look here. You are correct. It's going to be Exceed versus Dirty Soda. The team of Evolving and Syndrome versus Boosh and Practice. We just saw them win on the lower side of the bracket. Not lower as in losers, but lower as in position. You're going to be taking on the number 1 seed versus the number 2 seed.
Yeah, both winners from last event playing against each other in this final game of the night. It will be a best of 5. So super excited to see that.
Yeah, should be a lot of fun here. I'm gonna get into the game. I'm gonna see. I have Moosh in here already. Take a look around here. Make sure. Try and get both the teams in here. But thanks everybody once again for joining in. Joining us here for another weekly event. So I did ping the question in the in the chat here. as far as what people call carbonated beverages. Nerdtron64 said Coke. Everything is Coke. I believe that's a southern thing, specifically around Atlanta. But I know that that's a thing. I have heard that before. I've been in restaurants before, and you're like, oh, what do you have to drink? They're like, oh, do you have that orange Coke? Do you have that cherry Coke? Or, whatever it may be. So...
Mine's Coke, just usually because I drink Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola is my favorite soda. 100%.
Yep.
Most useful.
Okay, so I have Moosh and I have Practice in the game. Still waiting for Evolving and Syndrome.
They're getting into the game. I'll message them just now.
Okay.
Mooch invited them.
Gotcha.
So our predicted matchup of the night ends up happening. Seeded first and second seed correctly. I mean, right now, there's so many killers in our brackets. It's so hard to seed it perfectly correct, but I know, 1 and 2, that's good.
Well, I'm going to take a moment here. Actually, while we're waiting for those players, this might be a maybe a spoiler here, but I'm going to take a look over on the official HCS Twitter page. And for the Halo Championship Series, I don't know if we're getting Pioneers leading the series 2-0 over E United. Let's go. Happy to see that. Undefeated in groups, Optic Gaming goes 9-0. Oh my gosh.
Looking nasty. What I saw, so Cloud9 has been the favorite team going into a lot of these HCS events. Someone did leak their scrims versus the Green Wall earlier, I believe, in the month. And it was all Green Wall. So, Optic looking maybe to rally up, but defending champs. Cloud9, they're going to be a team to beat. You got some world champions on there from Halo 5. Obviously, Pistola over there. Pistola and Troopy leading the side for Optic. Watching Halo right now feels so good. So many of these teams are so phenomenal to watch. FaZe is looking crazy. Shout out to HCS though, keeping their Twitter active.
Yeah, it's been interesting to say the least. I kind of watch some of these teams are almost, I wouldn't necessarily say like fantasy teams, but it's very unique in that we're getting a lot of situations here where it's like I would never imagine that Pistola would be playing this long. Like especially at this top, I've seen Pistola, especially after the MLG area, just kind of still outperforming and doing so well. So
yeah, Pistola is always definitely gonna be one of those players that's always good. So
just ping all the players here, just make sure they're ready to go. So I was actually at the Iron Gaming event in which Pistola broke his hand.
Oh, when he punched the table.
He was so they were working on a reverse sweep. They were coming out of losers bracket, and Pistola, I think it was game 2 in the series too, jumped up in the air, was like, let's go, and then punched the table and literally broke his hand. I don't remember the severity of it, but he played the remainder of the match, and then at that point I was like, he's done. I don't know that he'll ever I don't know the severity of this of this injury basically, but that's gonna be tough. So
yeah, I remember that was a hard shakeup because that was at the beginning of Halo 5, and I believe he was supposed to be on CLG or EG or something like that.
EG at the time, yeah.
Yeah, it totally shook up on how teams were built,
Mm-hmm.
and it kind of forcefully created that CLG dynasty that ended up happening, that ended up turning into Optic Gaming Squad too.
Yeah.
So
we've got all the players are in. We're going to be starting up game 1 here very shortly. The map rotation is Live Fire, Aquarius, Streets, Recharge, and then Live Fire again if we need to go all the way to a game 5. So Big shout outs once again to everybody for hanging out. Big shout outs to Power in the chat, also behind the scenes working these brackets. Really appreciate all the hard work. But again, here we are, grand finals time, best of 5, Dirty Soda versus Exceed, number 1 seed versus number 2 seed. We'll see how it works out. It's like maybe a false start here. I'm not sure. I'm gonna go ahead and restart. We'll just restart the game here.
Make sure everyone's on. You have Evolving, Syndrome on the same team. Oh, looks like we had a game crash.
Yeah, it looks like we had a player. One of the players dropped, so we'll go ahead and restart this again. We'll go ahead and refresh it. If you catch what I did there. So for potential streaming of money matches, are we talking full 8s? Are we talking 2s?
It doesn't matter. We can talk 2s, 1s, free-for-all lobby. Anything goes. Anything goes for those.
Interesting. Well, how would people find out more about that?
Just keep your eye on your Discord. I'll be posting more about it soon. I'm gonna have a lot of time here in the next couple weeks to plan a few things and get some projects started that I've been wanting to get started. So you'll be seeing a lot of stuff getting posted in the Discord on how we're gonna be moving forward and we're gonna be doing. Definitely gonna continue with the weekly, but we want to sprinkle in some other things too.
Just pinging the players here. I have both players from Exceed. Again, we restarted that matchup because we lost practice. So.
Yep. Practice's game crash.
Oh no. Thanks everybody again for hanging out. I am again for reference, I am located in Albuquerque, New Mexico. So current local time for me is 9:18 p.m. Again, a lot of the times that tournament is advertised actually starts at 6 p.m. Pacific, so it would be like California, that would be anywhere on the West Coast, but again, that would be 9 p.m. start time for anybody on the East Coast. So again, pretty much perfect timing, trying to get everybody in here for a quick Friday here, and just having a little bit of fun. So if you guys, you want to play, if you want to participate, if you want to just hang out in the Discord and meet some new players, make some friends, and play some games, you guys can head on over to LFTGofficial.com. If you want to participate in events, go to that events tab, join the Discord, and get instructions on how to sign up for all of these events. But otherwise, like we said, Halo Infinite, maybe you're a new player, maybe you're an older player who's coming back to the series, definitely come by and check it out.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, thank you to everyone's support. We have over 600 people in our Discord now, so plenty of players to find and play against. Always a good space to be. Everyone seems to be pretty respectful, too. Every now and then you got some trash talk that comes out, but hey, why not? I like to see it.
Cool. So I've gotten the thumbs up. Players should be good. Gonna start it up again here. Appreciate everybody for hanging out with us. I'll wait here as this game loads. But again, guys, maybe you got some other like unique ideas. Maybe you want to do like some big team battle, or maybe you want to do some fours or something else like that. Definitely happy to hear your feedback. Maybe you want to cast one week. Maybe you want to be here sitting with myself or Refresh and doing some commentary. We're definitely happy to present opportunities. Want to run some brackets, want to do maybe your own content, your own streaming, definitely hit us up and let us know.
Yeah, for sure. We're always looking for a bunch of different stuff, looking to get the community involved as best as we can. It's always a good time, man, getting the community involved and enjoying something that we all love to enjoy, so.
Well, speaking of a good time, jumping on board here, this is Game 1 of the grand finals here between Dirty Soda and Exceed. Me having a little fun here. As man, that was kind of a rough start there.
Yeah, definitely a rough start. Both streams traded 1-for-1. Moosh picking up the sniper rifle as well. Looks like Soda is spelled wrong there, Mike.
I was gonna say not just that, but I also have the team names are backwards, so I'm gonna update that.
Are the team names backwards?
I believe they are. So I have Exceed should be Evolving in Syndrome, which is the blue team. Oh no, you are correct.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you were right there. Yeah, so
There we
Dirty
go.
Soda versus Exceed. Evolving and Practice are both winners of the event last weekend, now playing against each other. See who the better teammate is. Definitely going to be some good games coming up. Remember that Exceed did have a little bit of a fun time in the bracket, especially on that top side. They did speed run their round 2. Apparently they 2-0'd the other team in about 20 minutes. So
Wow, 20 minutes?
quick. Yeah, it was something crazy.
That's gross. Speaking of gross, Evolving here. It's got that heat wave kind of rotating around. Already has tracking on this player here. Can see him up in tower. Not gonna land that first shot. It's up taking down themselves. Go Absolute. Oh my gosh, and the positioning, both of these teams, again, Practice is gonna drop Syndrome there. They're really playing around all of the environment here, using all these towers and everything to their benefit. I cannot believe that nade did not kill Evolving here. Sitting Absolute was able to just jump backwards and not take the brunt of that damage. Was gonna run into Practice there. Beautiful to see here. We're already tied 4-4. A couple minutes into it. This is gonna be a super fun series. I can feel it.
Yeah, I feel like this is going to be super close. You're going to see a lot of trade for one-for-ones. Both these teams, all these players, we know they can effectively trade. A nice delayed camo pop right there. They're not going to expect that for too long. You have the camo and the heat wave. Looking to roam around the bottom of the map. Looking to pick up a free kill over on that B side. Ends up missing a couple of shots. The player does get away and is going to hide behind B. But here you go. You're going to see the sneaky push start to happen. Ooh, it looks like the player is going to have to drop down. Eating a couple of bullets there. Looking to stay alive with this invis. Invis is so important on this map.
Yeah, and again, we've talked about kind of, using the start of a game to kind of maybe play a little bit slower, kind of feel out your opponents here, but we know that two of these opponents are very familiar with each other here. I'm actually going to jump aboard with Syndrome. Picked up that sniper rifle here. Going to try and trap this player. Ended up actually not peeking out, so it was a full 1v1 there on behalf of Syndrome there. Ended up getting taken out as Boosh now also is going to be dropping as well, Evolving here. Gonna try and rotate around, literally just trying to stay alive here. Looking at just nades coming out. Both players there from Dirty Soda sitting down there as Balana there is gonna get the shots.
What?
I can't believe it. Anticipated that player actually poking back out there, but ended up rotating around through underground there. I'm gonna pick up Sniper here. That was a nuts series to see here. And again, 7-6. These teams seem like they're pretty even. Not just on the scoreboard, but also knowing one another's strategies.
Yeah, I mean you're seeing a lot of usage of the map terrain right here. I really like that player anticipating the player on the opposing team to pop back out. Ooh, Evolving moving really quick. Yeah, I really like what Evolving did there. Anticipating that player pop back out, using that boost, the repulsor, to pop themselves up. Obviously, nothing came too much of it, but crazy sequences all around. Some super scrappy gunfights. I felt like the gunfight could have ended a bit earlier, but Evolving missing a couple of shots there. But Practice hanging out on top of this map. Gonna drop down, get the back smack. Ooh, and a big gunfight there versus Evolving. Evolving and Central both fall as Practice with this invis. Looking to run around the map a little quick. And also has a sniper rifle in hand with the DR in the back pocket. Drops down the deployable cover. Ooh, aiming down sights, not seeing anything just yet. Go ahead, swing around over to this A side, gets the trade with the beat down. And there it is. I mean, this game remaining close. Red team only with a 3-kill lead. Could easily swing the other way here pretty soon.
Yeah, that's a nuts series. I mean, you're chasing around the map. you're trying to get all these advantages that you can, and then you basically come face to face with one of your opponents there and just taking each other out simultaneously. It's such a kind of a disheartening exchange there. Trying to do everything you can to get the position, but Moosh here we saw pick up the sniper rifle. Off of that exchange here is going to land one shot there. Gonna toss out the nade, maybe see if they can pick up the other one here. Gets the Hail Mary award. I can't believe it. Actually, both players going down from nades there on Dirty Soda. Or sorry, on Exceed. It was very, very nasty to see here. And again, situationally, gonna be able to pop out that first shot and not be able to clean it up there. Only has 2 rounds left here in the sniper rifle. Sitting absolute. Moosh gonna rotate around, not seeing a player there. Has to know they rotated. And look at the way they're playing this map here. Actually, practice, they're playing both of the end of the hallway here. Knows that that blue team is not gonna be able to escape without them seeing.
Yeah, I like this right here. Dropping off a tower, rotating back around, possibly hearing the footsteps of the player around them. Spots the player on the bottom of the tower. Gonna have a scrappy gunfight here. Big 1v1. Ooh, and another trade.
Yeah, that was interesting. That sniper round actually looked like it went through the legs of that player there. Was not able to land any kind of damage there, and then both trading off of the gunfight here. So we're still on board with practice here. New sniper coming up, though. Is going to pick it up and going to rotate around here. 19-13. This is starting to have a pretty heavily favored Dirty Soda here. See sniper rifle again in position here. Was able to see that player. Has to know they're there. The toss out nades, trying to avoid the challenge there, but instead ends up getting the pickup there as well. Super clean, just every angle being covered here from practice. And big shout outs to Moosh as well. Fly up here, not able to see another opponent, but Moosh, look at the way that they're actually dual pushing on opposite sides of the map. This is just really, really clean strategy to see come out here. That shot lands, and Moosh is going to be able to clean it up here. Only 3 kills away here from taking game 1.
Yeah, only 3 kills away. Sniper in hand. You have map control. You're playing really quick. Ooh, Moosh picking up a backsmack on Syndrome. Evolving, picking up Moosh. So you have a big trade there. This blue team cannot afford any more trades. They need to start playing catch up. Barely a missed shot there by practice. Trying to swing around. Gets ragdolled across the map. There you go. You see a little bit of life there from this blue team. Blue team picking up a couple of free kills there. I mean, it's doable, yeah, but it's definitely going to be hard. You can't trade any longer. Ooh, but sniper in the back pocket could be dangerous.
Yeah, they have to stay alive here. That sniper obviously will potentially help them if they can just get the shots they need here. You can see kind of situationally aware that both of those players were down here, is able to take that one out. Clean snipe there. Syndrome takes down practice, and we might be seeing the push here. We might be seeing this come in. Jump overboard with Evolving here. Yes, was able to pick up that camo now and has the heat wave as well. So if they're going to be able to sneak around here, Syndrome is going to be able to kind of give out call-outs here. Maybe land a couple of shots here. Oh, I love the pacing here coming out from Evolving. No, it's not really to challenge this player here, but that's sticky. Oh my gosh, that came so close to actually just popping them in the face. There we go. Gets the back smack. All right, 19-23. Playing a really, really beautiful game here. Gonna jump back over to Syndrome here. Oh, was not able to actually sandwich that player here as they drop down back below. There we go. Might be able to blink. Yep, there we go. Clean this one up here as well. Got a decent about 12 seconds here. Oh my god, on that other sniper rifle here, but holding their position here. Syndrome landing the shot there. 20-24, this might happen.
Yeah, as we were watching Syndrome, though, Evolving did end up getting traded. So red team now only needs 1 kill left, so any trade will do it. So maybe they're going to try to play their time a little bit and then pop out of the red time. Just try to pick up one of those kills, because you can definitely trade in this moment.
You can notice how all of the players crouching. Oh my god, a little bit of splash onto himself there, Evolving. But nobody trying to give away their position here. And Nate obviously will let the red team know that blue team is kind of situationed over here on the other side of the map here. Ooh, active camo about 13 seconds away from spawning. I don't know that either team necessarily is going to want to push that.
Yeah, I don't know. If anyone's going to push it, it's going to have to be blue team, but they're going to have to do it in a way where they do not trade.
Evolving getting super deep here, though. Oh no, evolving might be stuck here.
Syndrome's getting pushed. Syndrome's gonna be absolute. Gets taken out by Moosh. Moosh doing a really good job hopping up on that ledge, getting the last kill with the Mangler. Mangler, super scary.
Absolutely, that was a beautiful game to see here, and we talked about it before. Having two teammates who have played in these events before, know one another's strategies, knows one another's strengths. More importantly, kind of come into a situation there. We saw slow gameplay and then fast gameplay and then slow again and then fast again, and then the finish of that game was actually really brilliant there. As I thought that Exceed was, they started kind of mounting a comeback, but more importantly here, it's, you know, that wasn't just like a total wipe. That was actually a really, really good map altogether. And now we're gonna head over onto Aquarius, and we'll see if Exceed is able to kind of make a little bit of a shift there. But again, like this is first game in the series, 1-0 up for Dirty Soda. I can't wait to see the rest of it. You think there's a potential for a game 5, maybe?
Yeah, I can see potential of a game 5. I mean, that game was super close. We definitely saw both teams had their moments. I do feel like Dirty Soda didn't rely on those moments. They had a lot of just more solid gameplay, traded when they needed to trade. I mean, that trade at the end there against Evolving was basically the thing that sealed the deal there. Just being able to stop momentum and then make a good play after that, super, super important to what they do. And it's something that they're doing game after game. So, I mean, they just need to keep that up.
Absolutely. Well, I've got the next game, game 2 here of the grand final, starting up here. Looks like everything's ready to go. Very excited to see on Aquarius here. And again, a lot of those kind of close quarters kind of situations here, we're going to be seeing a lot more of it here. So jumping on board here, starting off with Moosh. Let's see how well they perform this game. Let's see both of the breakouts here coming out, both teams pushing here over into active camo here. The thrust coming out there from one of those members of the blue team here, but camo is being picked up here by Moosh. Look, did you see where Practice was sitting? Literally on top right there, waiting for that player to rotate around, but no, Syndrome was able to take him out, was there for support. I can't believe that nade literally double bouncing into the face of Moosh. Oh, and the cleanup there coming out from that player. That was so sick to see. What a great start.
Yeah, great start, definitely by Evolving and Syndrome. Looking to bounce back after losing that first game. Dirty Soda, like I said, doing a really good job of playing super solid Halo, being able to trade effectively in practice, and Evolving in a big scrap there. Syndrome ended up falling there. It looks like that was actually Practice and Syndrome. Evolving picking up that kill on Moosh, extending the lead by 2.
Yeah, that was a kind of a cheeky play there we saw come out from Practice there. Unfortunately, that player was able to spin around, and they weren't able to get the full back smack, that clean kill there. So we're on board now with Evolving. Does have the heat wave, though. Oh, was able to kick up Mosh there. Shots on from behind, not able to spin around fast enough, though. As it will be Practice now with hands on the heat wave. Is going to fire off one shot. It's going to change back over to Battle Rifle now. You're going to have to force this player here. Clean lines. Chasing them around here, and now it's 4-5. Again, Dirty Soda really not necessarily, they're just not ready to go home just yet.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they're putting up a really strong performance right now. Ooh.
That was so sick.
Yeah, that was really good. Really fast movement, really good use of the heat wave there. Remember, one shot beat down with that gun. And only 2 to 3 shots, even at range with it, you can have those groupings tied up. Has two modes: shoot horizontal spread, or you can shoot a vertical spread. The vertical spread is definitely a little bit more tighter with its grouping, but the horizontal one, you can definitely hit a lot more people in a tight room. Bounces those bullets around like crazy. But good shots over there by Evolving. Evolving looking to take at the top of the map. Syndrome popping invis. Also has the heat wave. Going to be pushing down towards yellow. Going to be hopping in and out of yellow fridge, looking to bait out a player. But these players definitely know they have invis.
Yeah, that was interesting because invis was actually up while we watched both of those fights exchange. So it was one of those things that like they were more important with trying to get the exchanges there, trying to get the team kills before either one of them advanced and went for invis there. Evolving though is going to be the sole survivor coming off that exchange there. Did pick up that heat wave, I'll be curious here as they kind of rotate around. You see Syndrome already over there, kind of just waiting to kind of peek out there. Oh yeah, I was gonna hear this player down below here. Gonna land a couple of shots here as Moosh goes flying. And now, see, Syndrome actually goes down as well. So again, you know, these different exchanges happening across the map here. These 1v1s, not full trades happening, but trades on opposite sides of the map here. Evolving is gonna play a little bit slow. Gonna be able to regain shields there. Oh, and that was interesting. You notice how they meleeed the wall, trying to make a little bit of noise here. They're doing it again, trying to call out, trying to get these players to draw in here. Shock nades coming out here, but there's nobody there. Trying to play smart, and Syndrome goes down again. Moosh goes down again.
Yeah, I mean, more and more trades are happening, so this lead is staying about the same. 2 kills favoring this Cobra squad. Exceed. Been up by 2 kills basically for this whole game. But Practice putting a little bit of work down low, Evolving, picking up Practice. There you go, another trade. This could be a big kill here.
Literally, oh my gosh. The movement coming out there, not necessarily favoring Evolving, as Moosh is going to pick up this heat wave there. But the fact that they actually had that positional exchange inside the doorway, the fact that they were able to fly over the other one before the other one dropped there, that was pretty nuts. Ooh, clean pickup there. We see Moosh go down. Jump on board with Practice here. 2 kills down. Look at here. Yep, sitting here waiting. We're like, I'm going to wait for you to spawn, then we're going to push in. See, they got this player trapped here, but beautiful movement coming out there. Evolving not able to escape fully. But again, situationally, there we go. Gets another trade, and again, just like that, 2 kills. Exceed is still up. I'm not sure. We saw Dirty Soda. They're waiting to team up. They're trying to get these 2v1 situations, but again, just the movement and situational awareness coming out from Exceed, working out in their favor, getting these trades.
Yeah, blue team again up by 2, man. This game, as far as I mean, the ML just seems to be trade. And right here we see red team will get a kill, and then most likely someone on red team will fall, and then red team will get a kill again, and then it will fall.
Yeah.
So I mean, look, breaking a cycle is super important to playing Halo. If you feel like you're getting caught in a bad cycle, then you just gotta figure out what you can do to adapt around the map. But there it is. Big double kill by Moosh. Moosh tying up the game 16-16.
That was sick. Not only did they get the double kill badge, but they also got that front face beatdown. It's able to kind of maybe stall at least the momentum. We are seeing it's a tie score, 16-16. It could go in either favor here. The pistol coming out though. Oh, good, clean pickup there. Moosh takes down Syndrome here. You see Practice on the other side. Wins their battle as well. Look at this now for the first time. Up 2-0. Dirty Soda and gets the invis as well. I cannot believe taking that momentum and fully swinging around with it here. Practice laying a little low here. Shots coming out here from Moosh. Trying to pick up, get a couple of shots here. Trying to get any kind of intel they can as well. Gonna try to rotate around. Ends up going on the pistol on this player. Just trying to land shots again. Syndrome, we see, does go down. Oh, and the beatdown come out there as well. So that's a 4-kill swing. Actually, a 6-kill swing here coming out in favor of Dirty Soda. Literally Exceed, the blue team, was in command pretty much this whole game. But these exchanges are now starting to favor the red team.
Yeah, red team, they did exactly what I was talking about, man. They broke the cycle. They're playing a little bit more solid, a little bit more together, getting a lot of more team shots on. I felt like the assists were kind of lacking in the first half of the game, but they're really starting to pick up in that front. Evolving is going to pick up Practice. Practice did kill Syndrome in that exchange, but now you have Evolving kind of stuck down low, backing down Moosh. Moosh, gonna have to find your teammate, gonna hang out on the top of the map, hopefully bait out a player and get a kill. There it is.
Yep, Moosh is gonna pick that one up. 3-kill game here, currently in favor of Dirty Soda. 3 kills left, and they're gonna take this game 2 here. Exceed though, playing exceptionally smart though. Again, just another exchange, not really working out in the favor there. Had a lot of momentum here. Oh, it gets another trade there. So 1-kill game here. Let's jump on board with Practice here. See, look at him. No longer waiting for their teammate. Full sprinting across the map with the heat wave as well. I'm going to try and rotate here, see if they can find somebody just a little bit out of position. Invis is coming up, but I don't know, again, we're kind of in another situation here where that's a secondary objective. You want this one kill, and that might be it. There we go. And Dirty Soda is going to go up 2-1 in this series. Again, this is the grand finals, so this is a best of 5. One more game, potentially. Could see a full 3-0 sweep coming out here from Dirty Soda.
Yeah, Dirty Soda looking super solid. They struggled the first half of that map, and then started coming back. They picked up the heat wave. They got invis. They're hanging out on the top of the map, baiting and switching effectively. Just playing super solid Halo all around. Super excited to see what they do with potentially this last game.
Yep, so we have our next map is Streets. If it will go to a Game 4, we'll be on Recharge, and if it potentially goes to a Game 5, we'll be back on Live Fire, which we did see favor Dirty Soda earlier as the first map in this series. So again, Exceed fighting for their tournament life. This is grand finals. Who's going to take the bigger lion's share of the money? But more importantly, who's going to take more of the bragging rights as far as being the winningest member of the previous team that we saw from last week? Getting this next game started up. Love to see it, but not sure how exactly it's going to work out. So thanks again, everybody, for tuning in and checking out and being here with us. I'm getting updates from Power in the Twitch chat. Again, shout outs to Power, working behind the scenes and helping with bracket administration. E-United versus Pioneers went to Game 5. Again, this is the Halo Championship Series event that is currently happening in Anaheim. Fnatic game was bonkers. I'm not sure what happened in that Fnatic game, but excited to go back and give it a watch here. But more importantly, we are watching the grand finals of this week's LFTG 2v2 free-to-enter Halo tournament. Currently, Dirty Soda is up 2-0. We're seeing rockets in the hands of Evolving, though. One kill already up on the board for them as well. So this could be a chance for them to get a point up on the board, get this game under their belts, push it to a Game 4, and potentially reverse sweep this grand finals.
Yeah, I mean, rockets are a great start, great tool to have on this map. Plenty of places to hide. The thing is that you really have to look out for when you have rockets. When they know where you are, they're going to nade you. And nades are very effective on this map. There's a lot of ramps, a lot of corners and stuff you can bounce them off of. You can get caught in some awkward positions. Flying out towards the rocket guy. Ooh, Moosh picked up Syndrome, but Evolving, picking up that kill with the BR, opted not to use that last rocket. It's going to come in handy on the purple corner, and it did right there. Practice ends up falling to that rocket. Evolving now has the Bulldog, power weapon galore.
Yeah, that was a sick start to this match. We see them take an early lead here. Exceed. This is the start that they really needed here. But big props on Evolving with that rocket launcher, especially taking the advantage there, getting a couple of direct rockets, landing the damage they needed to, picking up those kills and getting this early advantage. So now, if we do see a lot of these team exchanges like we did see in the previous two games, this will go in the favor of the blue team. Exceed. Oh no, but we see both of them go down just like that. Basically, commentator's curse. Gonna jump on board with Moosh here. Gonna charge around here, and again, look at these. Again, a slow start in the first map we saw on Livefire, but now both players go down for Exceed, and this red team on Dirty Soda pushes in here, gets this exchange in their favor though, rotates around here, and again, like, this is just some crazy exchanges here. Now the game previously was 4-1, now it's 5-5. We're tied up again here. Dirty Soda just putting in work.
Yeah, you saw that player there, weapon juggling, trying to get the rockets over to your teammate. Doesn't have a weapon in the back pocket though, just has the Bulldog, no BR. Ends up picking up the Commando there for your precision weapon, so if you get someone one shot, you can still get the cleanup. Big movement here. Ends up swapping back over the BR. That looks like Moosh still has rockets. Rockets and Bulldog, man, in the hands of this red team could be so dangerous. They're playing so well together right now.
Oh my god, yeah, a couple of rough exchanges here. Oh, interesting. I like this shield placement here coming out from Moosh. Yeah, there we go. Gonna swap out. They had no more rockets left there. Again, we talked about this, like the balconies, the different angles. It was actually, oh my god, it was actually like Tokyo Drift sliding in with that player there. Didn't really have the chance to kind of spin around and drop shots on him. But again, like, sometimes when you're playing super close like that, you have the opportunity to maybe land a melee, maybe get a back swag, but more importantly, was charging away from that player here and doing the same here as well. Syndrome trying to stay alive here as Practice, trying to pop in some shots. And you see Evolving actually goes down, was right next door to them, up on balcony. Oh, kicks up Practice there though. A lot of clean, really clean exchanges here. Oh my gosh, really down and dirty here, Syndrome. You're gonna go back up again with the lead here, 11-8.
Yeah, going up in the lead 11-8 is a big deal, especially going into the second half of this map. I mean, both these teams are playing pretty good, but I feel like Dirty Soda had a better first half. They were controlling the Rockets, they were controlling the Bulldog just a little bit better. But I mean, with Blue Team right now, Exceed, they took advantage of a couple of situations that they got themselves in. But as I'm saying this right now, there it is. Rockets again going into the hands of Moosh. Moosh being so effective with this weapon, and as I say that, absolutely botches 2 Rockets, and then ends up paying for it with their life.
Yeah, we're going to see this Blue Team here jump on board with Evolving. Not sure where Rockets actually ended up. Did Syndrome? No, neither one of those players. None of those players picked it up. Evolving here, electing to play a little bit deeper in the pocket though. Syndrome here, hopefully rotating around, getting a couple shots on these players here. But again, these angles coming out from Dirty Soda. It doesn't matter if you land shots and then go to push around the corner. It just seems like you're always getting flanked. You got to play with your head on a swivel here. He's going to push in here. Syndrome does pick up Moosh here. 13-10, and again, situationally, you just keep getting put in these tight quarters. And it's a matter of getting these trades, getting these team kills, and hopefully taking this advantage here. And again, what happened with Rockets here?
Both Rockets ended up getting burned. Moosh had them, shot them both over towards the C ramp, and just missed. Shot them both right away.
Gotcha. That's definitely different than we had seen previously here in this series. And Moosh is sliding around all over the map here. Practice kind of situationally just hiding off in the center here. Got some pings coming out here. Oh no, and Moosh that whole time just trying to get some awareness, trying to land some shots on any player that was out there. Practice goes down though. It is about to get melted here, but no! Ends up with that reversal. Moosh takes down Syndrome here, 12-14. Oh, and again, the shield play coming out here. I really like seeing this from Moosh here, using it really more than any player I've seen in any of these previous weeks.
Yeah, I mean, the deployable cover can be such a good tool that I feel like is very underutilized. It can block nades, it can block rockets, it can do a whole bunch of things.
Yeah, but it can't block beats to the face as Moosh takes down Syndrome there. Great swapping out here from this red team. They see Rockets literally taking off the shoelaces of Moosh. Was able to jump over the rocket and take out that player though. 14-14. This game is insane. I can't believe it here. Exceed fighting for their potential to get the sweep on this series here, and Shop is not going to be enough of a hide there. Moosh going on a tear here, currently 7-5-8.
Yeah, Practice also going on a tear though, 9-1-6. Both these players playing very well right now. Definitely sharing the wealth. Moosh with 5 assists, putting in all of the shots they possibly can. But Practice really just not dying, only dying 6 times, less than half the death. So I mean, you're definitely spreading the love if you're part of this red team. I'm missing out on any of the stats.
Oh, yeah. Nothing you could do there but have to try and recoup and try and get away there. You jump on board with Practice here. You're just mentioning kind of putting in a lot of work here so far. Picks up another one there. Swapped over to the Bulldog. I can't believe it. It's the full turnaround. Pops up the double there. Giving the advantage Dirty Soda now. Potentially starting to run away with it. 18-15. They're already up 2-0 in this series. Finish out this map, and they're going to be our champions for the week.
Yeah, they're looking super solid right now. I like the way they're playing, flying around the map, using everything they can to the best of their advantage.
Oh no, but a couple of missed shots there coming out from Practice. Evolving takes down Moosh on the other side of the stage there. Sick nade coming out there. What a spawn though, Moosh coming in. Potentially they might be a little stuck in here. They can see Rockets are going to be spawning up here. Oh, I thought actually wanted to trade to Moosh. You're like, God, Rockets are up. We can't do anything. What are we going to do?
Yeah, this rocket's actually big because it's going to actually, if used properly, they're going to create a huge momentum swing towards the second half of this game. See some shots coming in, anticipating that player to pop out. Practice is going to should fall here.
Wow.
The rocket isn't going to be coming to follow through. Rockets should be in the hands of Evolving, looking to make a big play here. Has 2 rockets and only down by 2, so you catch up easily with both of these.
Oh my gosh, that was a crazy exchange to lead up to this moment here. Evolving did get rockets here as Syndrome went down. Lands that first one, is going to be able to land the kill here. 18 and 19. Did take a little bit of damage though. Moosh is currently nowhere to be found. Oh, there we go. Moosh is up there, and again we saw those shields coming out there, knowing that rockets are coming up, and you hate to see that sort of thing happen here. On board with Moosh now, 21-18. There's still a potential here for Exceed to come from behind. They need to win this game to continue in this bracket, but 22-18 now. Practice and Moosh are they're just basically running a clinic here, coming in, full charge, but doesn't end up getting it. Evolving was gonna win that exchange. 2022 now with the Bulldog. We might see the full reverse here. They need to win this map to continue in the series. This might be the start. This might be the start. Oh, yes, was able to land. I cannot believe that bullet scatter, able to actually clean up that player there. Literally half their body was already around the corner here. 21-23 though. Nobody could die. Nobody on Exceed can die right now.
Yeah, they're doing everything right. They're looking super solid. I just don't know where they're going to go from here. I mean, you can't trade out at all. 24-21. Possible last kill, and there it is. The last kill of the series. 3-0 and a handshake. Dirty Soda over Exceed. Crazy stuff. Dirty Soda was playing super solid. I mean, but they were definitely all close games.
Yeah, that was a super fun series to watch, and like we said, you know, a lot of these teams just put in absolute work this week, and you know, when you take the champions and you split them, and then they form new teams, you get a lot of potential wackiness in the bracket here. That was just super fun to see. So now the question is, will our winning team, Dirty Soda, will they actually elect to stay a team for next week? Will they actually split again, a la how we've seen as the last week there, is trying to refresh the brackets here just so we can take another look again, see how we actually ended up getting to this point. So again, big congratulations to Dirty Soda. Ended up taking the series here. You could say they 2-1 their first match, 2-0 all the way through to grand finals, and then actually just 3-0'd with the win here. And then Exceed as well, 2-0'd their first 2 matches, 2-1 their semifinals to get here, and unfortunately got swept in the grand finals. But again, big shout outs to everybody who came out and supported the event, participated. This has been the Live for the Game, otherwise known as LFTG 2v2 Halo Infinite Weekly. You guys are more than welcome to join us next week. Registration will be opening here very soon. You guys can head on over to lftgofficial.com. You can check out the events tab. That's how you're going to get information on how to join these tournaments, as well as how to sign up. You can also follow on Twitter at LFTGofficial for other events or other wacky shenanigans that might ensue. Big shout outs again for everybody that watched, that participated week in and week out. We absolutely love you guys. And speaking of people we love, our community partners, you check out Halo Lives On and Noob Combo. Check them out on Twitter, on Facebook. Show them some love. They blast out every week as soon as registration opens for these events. You guys can check them out. Let them know that they are greatly appreciated. But man, I don't know about you, Refresh, but that was probably the best series of matches that we've seen so far in any of these weeklies.
Yeah, for sure. They were definitely all good matches. A lot of good stuff to take away. Plenty. I mean, I hope plenty of potential too for like next week and the upcoming weeks after that. I'll be interested to see how some of these teams adapt and evolve to how well some of these players are playing. It looks like, I mean, some people just need to practice certain maps. That's what I feel like. I feel like a lot right now. You see a lot of certain maps people are just getting kind of dumped on.
That happens though. I mean, sometimes too, you have a really on day and you have a really off day. So especially like, big shout outs to you and Power and everybody else behind the scenes. There is an actual map rotation. It's not just like every week round one are these maps. Which maps you need to practice, which maps ahead of time, and your guys are more than welcome. You can ping anybody in the Discord. Like I said before, super active. I've seen a lot of players throughout the week asking for 2s, asking for money 8s, asking for all sorts of different matches. So very active community, and you guys want to practice up. Maybe you're hesitant about signing up for one of these weekly tournaments. Just join the Discord and play some matches. Obviously this event is free to enter. There's a cash prize associated with it every week. Maybe you're like, I don't know if I'm that good, or maybe I'm a little rusty. Join the Discord, start playing, and you never know. You might end up fighting some friends, fighting some future teammates as well. You guys can hang out and play. But for that, big shout out once again to Dirty Soda. Very clean run through the bracket, especially there in the grand finals, 3-0ing Exceed. Been absolutely fun and fantastic. I very much appreciate, once again, thank you Refresh and everybody else behind the scenes at LFTG for having me on board. Refresh, I know that you are crazy tired. You've been on the road now for 2 weeks in a row, so I'll leave it at that. Any last words, comments for you before we send it home?
I just want to say thank you everyone signing up and playing and supporting what we have going on. It means a lot. I'm super glad we get to do it every week and that you guys are helping us be able to do it. So yeah, just biggest things you guys can do is follow the stream, follow the Twitter, and keep doing what you're doing. Keep signing up.
Yep, absolutely. And I see here Moosh is actually in Twitch chat, says thanks for hosting. Thanks for playing. Without the players, without the community showing up, we wouldn't have anything to actually run or stream or anything like that. So big shout out again to all the players who signed up and participated. Again, we'll be here next week for you guys. But with that being said, I want to say thanks everybody for joining us. Have a very fun and safe weekend, whatever your plans may be. Maybe you're at Alabama at an anime convention, or you're going to a professional wrestling show in an outdoor venue tomorrow, whatever your plans may be. So thanks everybody for checking us out. Remember, you can follow us on social media at LFTG Official for future events and more news. With that being said, I'm going to let Refresh get out of here. I'm going to go eat some dinner and call it a night. But thanks everybody. See you again next week.
Thank you.
Stay safe.
Bye.